si Yuzong kasi ilang beses ko na rin siya nagamit sa mga tournaments tulad sa M4, sa MPL kasi parang isa siya sa mga hero na doon ako sobrang komportable dahil lakas niya sa lane, kaya niya sumustain and then kaya niya din pumatay sa likod. Parang wala po ata kaming talo sa paggamit ng Yuzong. Kaya siya po talaga yung pinaka gusto kong gamitin. Opo, 100%. Gagamitin ko po talaga siya sa MSC kahit anong kalaban. Para po sa akin, real life hero ko po is yung parents ko kasi sila po yung sumuporta po sa akin nung umpisa pa and hanggang ngayon, sila po yung dahilan kaya ginagalingan ko po.
Ay, ako po si Juliet Marin Binuya. Mami po ako ni Sanford Binuya.
Hello, ako si Jeff Binuya, father ni Sanford.
Proud po ako sa kanya dahil mabait na bata, masunurin. Lahat ng advice namin sa kanya, sinusunod niya.
Sanford kasi di alam ng karamihan ay mahihayin. Tulad nung tuwing nasa labas kami, siya nagtatago sa mga fans na.
Nung una, si Sanford, nag-a-archie lang yan nasa bahay dahil nga pandemic. Akala ko kung ano yung ginagawa niya. And then, nakikipaglaro sa mga pro player. Tapos, nung isang araw, nag-top global nga siya. Tinawagan ako ni Dogi. Nakukunin nga siya sa NXP. Ayaw man namin, pero nakita ko siya. Gusto niya talagang makapasok sa larangan NL.
Actually, yung sa akin naman, talagang tutol ako sa kanya dahil unang-una, mapapabayaan niya yung pag-aaral. Very important kasi sa akin yung studies other than maglaro siya. Bale, parang nagkamali ako ng inala dahil pinakita niya sa akin kung paano siya maglaro sa FPL. And dahil doon, nagkaroon na ako ng kumpiyansa na hayaan na lang siya. Sample, ang unang-una yung Panginoon. Huwag mong kalimutang nanalangin. At the same time, yung galing mo, magkumpiyansa ka lang. Dahil yan ang magdadala sa'yo sa tagumpay.
Sanford, good luck galingan mo. Sana huwag kang magbago. Mahal na mahal ka namin ng papa mo. Nandito lang kami parati, laging nakasuporta sa'yo.
Thank you so much kasi kahit di ka naniwala nung una, sinuportahan mo pa rin ako and laging matatandaan lahat ng laro ko para sa'yo. Thank you din kasi ikaw yung number 1 supporter ko and kahit through ups and down, andiyan ka pa rin and then para sa inyo ni Papa yung mga laro kaya ginagalingan ko. Thank you po pala sa mga sumuporta sa akin simula nung umpisa and mas lalo ko pang gagalingan sa paparating na MSC para makuha namin yung kampeonato para sa inyo.
The heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies and enemies mesmerized. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for your heart, it's up to song. Now or never, time to rise. We will strive for more. Oh, 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 oh. fighting to build a legacy in this better ground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes with grace. Be the challenger, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will start for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop or restrain. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and man. Battle like Atlas, winning of madness. Count us to practice, status is matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length. Sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us slay. S-E-A-C the world. Mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world. We are warriors. Lay it on the line. The choice is yours. Offense or defense. Let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. As we will start from. Take the globe by storm. Time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm. Time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. It's not a fight, blessed with tears and pride. Ready for the better cry, with our might and stride. War against the heavens, to the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerize. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this better ground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes with grace. Be the challenger, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will start for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop or restrain. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and man. Battle like Atlas, winning of madness. Count us to practice, status is matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length. Sink or swim. Match by match. match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us win. S-E-A-C, the world. Mission to conquer. S-E-A-C, the world. We are warriors. Lay it on the line. The choice is yours. Offense or defense. Let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights. It's time to soar. Now or never. Climb the rise as we will strive for. Take the globe by storm. Time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm. Time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Ain't start a fight, blessed with tears and pride. Ready for the battle cry, with our might and stride. War against the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerized. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion and emotion. Lay it on the line. The choice is yours. Offense or defense. Let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights. It's time to soar. Now or never. Climb the rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this battleground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, make grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb the rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop or restrain. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and man. Battle like Atlas, winning with madness. Count us to practice, that is his matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Yo, fatal length. Yo, sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us win. S-E-A-C, the world. Mission to conquer. S-E-A-C, the world. We are warriors. Lay it on the line. The choice is yours. Offense or defense. Let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights. It's time to soar. Now or never. Climb the rise as we will strive for. Take the globe by storm. Time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm. Time to see the world. To the land heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerize. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. Fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage pour. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this battleground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, make grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop our restraint. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and reign. Battle like Atlas, winning with madness. Count us to practice. That is his matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length. Sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us play. S-E-A-C the world. Mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world. We are warriors. Lay it on the line. The choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise as we will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. It's not a fight, blessed with tears and pride. Ready for the battle cry, with our might and stride. War against the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerize. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. Fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage pour. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this battleground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, make grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. kingdom and live. Battle like Atlas, winning with madness. Count us to practice, that is this match. As we are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length, sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us sway. S-E-A-C the world, mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world, we are warriors. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise as we will start from. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Start a fight, blessed with tears and pride. Ready for the battle cry, with our might and stride. War against the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerized. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise, we will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this battleground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, break grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will start for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop or restrain. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and live. Battle like Atlas, winning with madness. Count us to practice, that is this match. As we are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length, sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us sway. S-E-A-C the world, mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world, we are warriors. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise as we will start for more. gaze the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerized. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage war. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this better ground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, break grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop our restraint. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and reign. Battle like Atlas, winning of madness. Count us to practice. That is his matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Yo, fatal length. Yo, sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us play. S-E-A-C the world. Mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world. We are warriors. Lay it on the line. The choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage war. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise as we will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. It's not a fight, blessed with tears and pride. Ready for the battle cry, with our might and stride. War against the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerized. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage war. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this better ground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, break grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. unleash. Sounding like Atlas, winning with madness. Count us to practice, that is his matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length, sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us sway. S-E-A-C the world, mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world, we are warriors. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb the rise as we will start for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Start a fight, blessed with tears and pride. Ready for the battle cry, with our might and stride. War against the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerized. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. The fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb the rise, we will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this better ground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on new ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes with grace. Be the challenger, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb the rise, we will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop our restraint. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and life. Sounding like Atlas, winning with madness. Count us to practice, that is his matchless. We are the heroes here to slay. Never back down, never astray. Fatal length, sink or swim. Match by match, day by day. Determination, they won't let us sway. S-E-A-C the world, mission to conquer. S-E-A-C the world, we are warriors. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's time to soar. Now or never, climb the rise as we will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. cry with our might and try. War against the heavens, set the fire to the sky. Keep burning bright, kill the allies, and enemies mesmerize. Strive for domination. Feel the pressure rising. Fight with your life and for your nation. With your devotion, emotion. Lay it on the line, the choice is yours. Offense or defense, let the courage roar. Reaching for new heights, it's up to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. We're fighting to build a legacy in this better ground for kings. We're here to show the world that we're the chosen one that brings the heat, the passion, the heart, the soul, and the fury. Show it all, let the world see we are legends. Stepping on the ground, no time to waste. Striving to conquer, face the foes, break grace, be the challenger. It's time to soar. Now or never, climb and rise. We will strive for more. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Take the globe by storm, time to see the world. To the land of dawn as we see the world. Hey, 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 hey. Break every boundary and chain. Ain't nothing can stop or restrain. We are a force to be reckoned with. Destiny, kingdom, and man.
Welcome back, everybody. And this is the intense knockout stage of MSC 2023. My name is Mara Aquino, your host, and here with me, the dashing Ravi.
Wow, you know that. The last match, I was so excited and my heart bumping so hard. And I can't believe that. And I believe that the crowd are ready and so excited too.
That's right, because the last series of the day is a heavyweight matchup. This is a highly anticipated match between two Indonesian giants as they prepare to lock horns in a battle that will surely be remembered. A rematch of MPL Indonesia Season 11 Grand Finals. It is the Sky Kings ONIC going up against the M1 World Champions, EVOS Legends.
អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដឹងអត់ថាថ្ងៃនេះគឺជាថ្ងៃមួយដែលពិសេសមែនទែនដែលនៅក្នុងប្រវត្តិសាស្ត្ររបស់ MSC ដែលមិនធ្លាប់មានពីមុនមកនោះគឺការប៉ះរវាង ONIC ជាមួយនឹង EVOS Legend ដែលមកពីប្រទេស Indonesia តែមួយតែម្ដងតើនឹងទៅជាយ៉ាងណានៅក្នុង season មួយនេះរងចាំទាំងអស់គ្នា And now the stakes are higher than ever and now we need your support and energy. Let's hype up the fans here.
That's right. Oh, how about you take on the EVOS Legends fans?
Sure.
I'm gonna take on ONIC Indonesia. How about that? You go first.
Why not? So អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលជា fan របស់ EVOS Legend កុំឲ្យខ្ញុំបាក់មុខ Okay? So make some noise for EVOS Legend.
Wow.
Okay ម្ដងទៀតខ្ញុំនឹងថា EVOS អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងថា Roar. Okay? Let's count. EVOS. EVOS. EVOS.
I think the ONIC fans can do better than that. When I say go, you say ONIC. Go. Go. One more time, everybody. Go. I love it.
What about the two at the same time? The fans of ONIC once again. Once again, please. And what about EVOS Legend? EVOS. Yes.
How about I do this? When I say EVOS, you say roar. EVOS! EVOS! Go! Go! I love it! I can feel the energy in here, and I know for a fact
That's a
that
perfect
EVOS
energy.
Legends and ONIC Indonesia have millions of fans all across the globe. So for everybody watching right now, go ahead. Tell us who you're voting for. Take out your phones, your tablets, use your keyboard. Comment down in the comment section below. Let us know who you want to win. Now, whatever happened a few months ago during their MPL season, that's all in the past. Because now, it's a higher stake. It's for bragging rights. Because this is the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Southeast Asia Cup 2023. So we're gonna go now to our casters. Let's take it to see the world.
Hanya bisa satu. There can only be one. And here in the first match of the knockout stage, on their brackets, we see ONIC going up against EVOS one more time. Welcome, my boy, at your service. My name is Leo. Here on the desk with our esteemed guest, Ripo, one more time.
Hello,
and of
yeah.
course, Abstract, Lafel, and Wolf.
Honestly, looking at the crowd reaction, I don't know, it kind of feels 50-50, but for me personally, go ONIC. It's a classic.
Do you say EVOS?
I say go ONIC.
Oh.
Go ONIC. I mean, I
Onyx.
don't know. We haven't seen the prediction, but for now, so far it does seem like ONIC. But Ripo, why going for ONIC?
Because I know ONIC is a champion on MPL season 11 ID, so I choose ONIC.
Fun fact, 10 games, EVOS going up against ONIC, EVOS only won once. Season 10, I think.
1 in 10.
Wow. 1 in 10.
1 in 10. Speaking of season 10, Ripo, you were still in MPL Indonesia in season 10. Can you tell me what it's like facing off against both ONIC and EVOS? Let's talk about ONIC first, because again, they're the champions.
Okay, so for me, ONIC maybe it's a little bit hard because the opponent is really strong, especially have Kyrie. So for me, I'm already facing them in MPL ID, so they're really hard to fight. But for me, EVOS is a curse for BTR.
Oh, okay, just specifically BTR. All right, well, he would know. Abstract, as a observer from MPL Singapore, what's it looking like now? Because maybe we can see some optimism from you. Just maybe.
Just maybe. Okay, so that sounds great and all, but unfortunately, ONIC is really leading the charts. I believe that a lot of Singaporeans is also a big fan of ONIC. You know, the entire branding and all. Yes, we do used to have an EVOS SG in Singapore, but unfortunately, after that has been disbanded. You know, so we don't really have the EVOS name in Singapore anymore. But looking at the other regions, yes, we'll definitely get some people to kind of convert and transfer and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, ONIC is still the big boys.
It looks like it's a tough hill to climb here, to claw through for EVOS. But real quick, we would like to thank everyone making MSC 2023 possible. Once more, we'd like to give a special shout out to Secret Lab, our official gaming chair partner. When it comes to built-in lumbar support that you can adjust to your spine, an incredible magnetic memory foam head pillow, and brand new fabrics to enhance the perfect designs, enjoy the same performance advantage trusted by the world's biggest esports tournaments at secretlab.co. MSC 2023 is also powered by Moonton, supported by ROG, the official gaming phone, and Secret Lab, our official chair partner. Thank you all so much. Now, Wolf, talk to me about this. Is there a chance? Is there something that EVOS might be able to pull out? Because again, it looks like even this desk is very much for ONIC.
You know, if I can set aside my analyst brain
Sure.
and just, put on my coaching heart, I would love to see Dilar in there. That's the only chance for them to win. But kidding aside, I think it's ONIC with Coach Yeb in there as well as Kyrie. I trust these guys so much. But the thing is, all 4 members or other 4 members of ONIC that's in the starting 5 is just so good at the game.
Right now, we're going to look at the brackets, boys, because for now, we got to look at the only last match, best of 5, is already going up against EVOS. And after this, we will see who will be going up against Echo. Now, I got to say, right, because of the story between ONIC going up against EVOS, I kind of feel like this is a point where, in terms of storyline, ONIC, a lot have said during this international tournaments, they choke. And EVOS, I kind of feel like if they're number 2 for a very long time, they've got to be starving. They got to be really hungry here. So in terms of storyline, I kind of say a lot more is on the shoulders of EVOS. But ONIC, I kind of feel like they have as well, because you got to make sure that you perform well you don't choke going up against EVOS.
Speaking of, let's dig into that real quick. Ripo, why is EVOS a curse for your former team? Why is EVOS a curse for BTR?
I don't know, but every time BTR meet EVOS, EVOS always lose. It's a curse. It always and always.
EVOS always lose.
Yes.
Oh, EVOS always lose.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you know what?
So Bigatron is kind of
So-
like
so
Not good for
kryptonite.
EVOS as
Yeah,
well.
so
Yeah.
all the more EVOS just can't catch a break. It seems like even their run throughout the grand finals, throughout the playoffs of MPL season 11, you watched that, right?
Yeah, watch that.
Everything was almost always 5 games.
Yeah.
How does a team like that work? Ripo, talk to me about that, because let's say you're in a series, right?
Yeah.
You lose game 1, you lose game 2. It's best of
Yes.
5.
Yeah.
How does EVOS do that?
Maybe they reset their mindset, and then like the coach giving them like strategy or like something good to them. Like for example, you can do it. You guys can do it. I know you can. Okay, you must do this, do that. Know the enemy strategy. So yeah.
LaFell, does that work?
Okay, here's the thing. I got one question directly for Ripo. And it translates between him and Brands as well, because the headlines here, Clash of the Indonesian Titans. Now, I gotta say, right, Ripo, the king of taunting. You're used to people giving you the attention, right? But right now, Brands, we gotta put this out there, right? A lot of attention is on Brands. He even has his own theme song, right?
Yeah.
But for you, Ripo, how would Brands handle that stress?
Maybe like just don't figure out.
Okay.
Don't picky.
All right, we're gonna jump on that a little bit later,
That's
because
right.
now,
I hope to see more of Brands, and we no longer have to wait. He's coming on stage alongside the rest of the teams and players going in. First up, let's bring in our marshals. They're here to facilitate the game and ensure fair play and esports integrity. First up, hovering over the clouds, it's the Sky Kings making their entrance with confidence and grace. Let's make some noise for ONIC!
They are the back-to-back MPL Indonesia champions, and they won MSC back in 2019.
They have done it once, and they know they can do it twice, just like against their upcoming opponents. They know they can defeat EVOS Legends.
Here they come. It has never been a smooth ride for the White Tigers. They are accustomed to various hurdles thrown at them, but this time they are ready to overcome. Let's roar for EVOS Legends!
As the players march on the stage, we have to remember, time and time again, EVOS Legends are capable of delivering miracles.
They have a solid coaching staff and formidable players on the roster.
Now on stage, we have Coach Yeb, their analyst Addy for ONIC, and of course Coach Age and Taxstump as their analyst for EVOS.
Looking at both teams, they're looking both very, very stacked. And again, this is going to be a best of 5. I wonder, will we go all 5 games, or it's going to be the repeat of the finals of MPLID, and it will be a clean sweep.
The last time that these two teams have faced off in the grand final stage of MPL Season 11, it was not only a 4-0, it was 4 dominant games. There was no breathing room for EVOS because of this squad. ONIC, led by Kyrie, the Filipino among 4 Indonesians, Chewe, Boots, Sans, as well as Kiboy, is so good at the game.
Kyrie, he is the one. Ripo, do you agree? He's still the star player for ONIC.
Yes, he's the key of the ONIC.
I thought that, yes, we are definitely looking at Kyrie as one of the main big names in ONIC. And back then, everyone is just going on Kyrie Esports. But I think upcoming, whatever that ONIC have shown us, it doesn't seem like it's all about Kyrie anymore. Every single one of these players have individually stepped up.
Besides Kyrie, who else should EVOS be looking at?
Chewe and Keyboy. No, Sans.
Okay,
Chewe and Sans.
that's all of them.
yeah, with that being said, we got to introduce the lineup for EVOS, Brands, Taz, Psycuts, Hijime, as well as Streams. And I got to say, man, a lot of attention onto Brands, but so far, the ones that's really making the play is Taz. Taz is doing so much for the team of EVOS Legends.
There was a lot of growth onto Taz. He played differently in Season 10. He played position 4. Actually, he played mid lane. But sometimes when the Fanny's picked up, he's going to play the jungle. This time, Season 11, you saw him really just focus on playing the jungle. And not only the Fanny, not only the assassins, he also played tank junglers as well. There's a lot of growth and development for Taz. And I do agree with you. He is somebody that you have to look at EVOS. Don't look at brands only. Taz has been I would say the glue of the entirety of EVOS.
Ripo, what can you say about Taz? He's grown so much from the finals of MPL Season 11 and then now in MSC, especially in the group stage.
Yeah. So yeah, that's very good, especially Fanny. Wow, Fanny is really.
I gotta ask Ripo for Psychots. A lot has been saying Psychots can only use the Yuzong. Other than that, not so well. Maybe even the Lapu Lapu. You're an XP leader. What do you think about Psychots?
Psycho, really good. Really good. Especially he using Yuzong, but need to have bigger pull.
Yeah.
Not only using Yuzong. So yeah, because I also facing him in the scrim. So yeah, it's fair.
Ironically, you know, the fact that he is playing a lot of Yuzong and Lapu Lapu, when it comes down to their individual MPL, his win rates for these are not necessarily very high. With Yuzong 50% win rate and Lapu Lapu with 53% win rate.
Oh, now we have Indo Pride on the line. Both want to move on. Here are the accolades for both ONIC and EVOS. Check it out. We've got multiple championships. In one,
wow,
we have a lot of MPL championships. But again, when it comes to international, might be troubling. I'm talking about ONIC. But for EVOS, though, they were the M1 champions. In the infancy of our esports, they took to the stage. They stood up there.
And what a way to win, right? Because it was a reverse sweep. But again, we got to move with the times. Now, it seems like, because I got to say, in terms of the accolades, right? ONIC, they had two different versions of ONIC. There was once, like, it was the Kage era.
That's right.
That was an amazing era for ONIC. And then they slowed down a bit. And now with Kai, they're rising back up. So I would say this is like the second generation of amazing ONIC.
Yep, and here we have a comparison between the junglers, and you see how well built both of them are in the specialties that they both have.
I remember Kyrie. There was a time where I was working with Kyrie as a coach, and he was talking about the pattern of how he played Fanny was from Taz DD, when Taz DD was a thing, because he was playing MDL, right? Or not even MDL back then, but he was a famous streamer as well. Famous in the highlights because he was really good. But now, Kyrie has definitely surpassed so many of those heroes. And the thing with Kyrie, the most, I would say, impressive thing that he did in between Season 9 of MPLPH to Season 10 of MPLID and 11 was to actually use tank junglers, with Balmond, for example, being in there, but of course, Akai as well as Fredrin.
Yep, he debuted Balmond here at MSC in the group stage, and to much success against Burn X Flash. Now, to think, what might Kyrie bring out this time? Because he's debuted some picks. You think EVO's gonna give him the Fanny?
Maybe, but I think EVOS is afraid because EVOS is really hunger to win. So I think they should ban Fanny if they want to win this game.
Right now, I kind of want to ask the question: if ONIC bans out the Yuzong from EVOS, will EVOS have problems?
A little bit, because like the only the hero can go to bad line is Yuzong and also Lapu. But if only picking the Lapu, so it's really hard for EVOS.
Oh, here's a few words from the one, the Sky King Kyrie. I think it's either Blacklist or Echo who he wants to face in the grand finals. Maybe Blacklist because they're the only ones who actually got a hard time with in MPL Philippines Season 8 and in M3. If there's no Blacklist, maybe I already have like 2 championships. And Echo, of course, because they're right now the best team. So yeah, he wants to meet the Filipino champions.
He misses home.
I mean, he will get his wish eventually, by the way. So
some way, somehow.
He's going to meet Echo first if he wins against EVOS. And then after this, if Blacklist drops down Burn X Flash, he's going to meet them as well.
No. There's a lot of foresight from you already, Lafel. But what I do like to take note is that Kyrie's the kind of kid that actually wants to play the best team all the time. He doesn't want to play like you know, he wants to skip to the best part already all the time. He's not afraid to be challenged.
Enemy protagonist then.
Exactly.
Well, right now, I was thinking of, you know, on esports, what can they possibly show us? I mean, so far it kind of seems as though they may still be, you know, hiding some tricks within their sleeves. They've mostly been playing more assassin, junglers kind of thing, and even a Bomber coming into the group stages. He played a lot of Fredrin when it comes down to the MPL ID, but we haven't seen him play it once in the MSC.
What about the Alpha? What about the Bane? So far, we've seen our teams being utilizing it quite well. I kind of feel like Kyrie, I kind of feel like Alpha might be a better one just because Kyrie does seem to be the type where I see an opportunity for a kill. I kind of want to go in for the kill.
Oh, here's another look at Kyrie versus Taz in this head-to-head. Ripo, you saw how Taz played in the group stage, right? He's popping off.
Yeah.
It looked like EVOS Legends was now playing around Taz instead of playing around Brands. You think that's a good direction? You think they should start now letting Taz do his thing?
Yeah, maybe because Taz is the jungler of the EVOS, so it's meaning that it's the heart of the EVOS. He's taking objectives, all of that, so Taz need to do his job.
Oh, well, came from Ripo himself. And now let's look at our predictions across the board. Just add another porcupine, right? Ripo, just put it in there?
Yeah, it should be adding me. Like Ripo, ONIC.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, okay, looking at the table, it is full on ONIC, but again, EVOS, because there's a reasoning, right, behind this, because we're going to talk about history, because even EVOS, they always talk about history, you know, M1 champs, but against ONIC, almost seems like ONIC is the kryptonite for EVOS right now. It's same as BTR, or maybe it's just because of Repo effect, but going up against this game, this time, Taz is looking pretty good. I kind of feel like, in my heart, Taz alone is not enough. And I'm not even just talking about Brands. I kind of feel like Hijumi needs to step up as well, because going up against Sans, there's going to be quite a big threat that they have to handle.
And that's a long list, Lafel, and I will not complain to that.
It's the Echo that problem. Everyone's a problem at Echo.
Which I agree with you. I think ONIC has mastered this game, and particularly on how they matured as a team, that they will not go for the 50-50 play anymore. They want to really just go for the best play possible in each of the situations.
My pick so far, it really just boils down to the fact that EVOS Legends hasn't really been very consistent. So that is the main question for today's first game between ONIC and EVOS. How is their game gonna be like? Will they be consistent?
Let's get into the draft here. Game one is ONIC's choice. Do they want to go blue? Do they want to go red? First pick or second pick? As the draft unfolds, it looks like ONIC wants to go red side. They want to get those two picks. Ripo, how do you feel about the meta game right now? What's stronger, first pick or second?
For me, it's second pick, because like second pick can counter the first pick. So I think second pick is really good right now.
Oh, and I think that's why ONIC chose that, right?
Yes.
Strong side. There goes the Fanny and the Joy. Coach Age taking that out, while Coach Yeb answers back by taking out the Lancelot and Claude. He's attacking Taz and Brands.
Hey, you know what? Full respect, but yeah, you asked about the Fanny. The Fanny has been banned, but I gotta ask Wolf here, because a lot of specialized picks, right? A lot of respect bans here being banned out. Quite a lot of the meta is open. What do you think should be prioritized?
That's probably the Varya. We will go down to that round where the Varya will be the priority, but also like as boring as it sounds, Fredrin is going to be there, and the Arlott, the two heroes that I'm looking at here. I think that there will be a trade-off between the Arlott as well as the Fredrin, but between these two teams, I think you pick up the Varya first.
Maybe for me, it's Kaja here.
Oh, right, Kaja is open.
Also Fallen.
Yeah, Valentina is also pretty good, especially now that the Eve has been banned out, the box doesn't exist. So in a way, if later in the pickup bands you want to pick up the Faramis, you kind of can, as long as you have a good composition for it. But again, a lot is open. The Kaja is open, the Novaria is open, and like Wolf said, if you want to go a bit boring, even the Fredrin.
Yep.
Which I kind of feel like, nah, you got to give a Taz a carry type of hero, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be... Alright, it's definitely Novaria. And how do you answer with this if you're ONIC? Just go for your typical place like a Kaja. I think something along the lines of Kaja and Valentina.
Yeah.
See value in me?
It looks like they're the ones who are the boring ones.
Boring.
But can be flexed. Again, Boots can play this.
Right.
Ripo, when and how do you say Fredrin is going to the XP lane?
It's really good, because the early pick we can flex. So like they already picked Fedrin, so they can flex the Fedrin. So makes the coach of the EVOS like a little bit like messy. Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know the Fedrin will go to jungle or EXP.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that's what Coach Yeb and Adi want to do. They do pick up the Kadira to close up their first 2 picks. Abstract, what are you thinking of? What's the trade?
Honestly, right now, the main thing that I'm looking at is the fact that, yes, Fredrin has been picked up. The matter of fact is, Fredrin is a very tough frontliner.
Yep.
Does EVOS really want to immediately pick up a carry for themselves just so that they don't deny ONIC from taking it away?
Yep. I agree with the carry. I think it's a Brand's hero, although he hasn't really been successful with it, but it's traditionally a Brand's hero. And then you pick up something like a Farside, or sorry, a Valentina, but you already have the Novaria, so you want to keep that until the late portions.
Can we flex the Novaria though?
Yes, you can.
Roamer.
5.
Yeah.
So maybe you go Yuzhong carry here, if you're EVOS.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been talking
Or
about Yu Zhong.
Beatrix. I think Beatrix pretty fine as well.
There it is.
Wow, okay.
Psychots. And
Another pick.
there's a Beatrix. So yeah, they prefer the coverage.
Oh,
But wait,
Wow.
Immediate!
is that Boots? Is that Boots?
Yes,
That's-
is that Marsha EXP.
Confirmed. Okay.
Okay, so the main idea for ONIC is they just want to have the Masher to just run right straight through everyone just for the Beatrix.
Yeah. Do you agree, Ripple? Like, you're an EXP laner. Playing the Masha against the Beatrix, how does that feel?
Yeah, really good. It's
Really good?
Great counter for
Yep.
Beatrix.
One hit ult.
Yeah, one hit ult.
Yep, I definitely agree. I think this is such a Yeba. You see, this is just a Raja Yeba pick.
Yeah, I spent a few minutes with him talking, and he said that in the scrims prior to MSC, they were trying a lot of heroes, and now it's showing.
Yep, and I think just gonna let it all out. In the first game against EVOS, they pick up the Masha. But now this is ONIC just correcting, just trying to shut down Chaz and maybe force him to pick up the Assassin. Picking up this ban on the Akai might be followed up by perhaps a Martis, so that they'll definitely have this Fredrin, which we now confirm is going to be the jungler.
Right now, my only question is, now that you see the Yuzong as well as the Novaria, what kind of marksman is going to be good here going up against the Yuzong? Because I kind of feel like a lot that you still have in the pool right now might not be so good.
Ripo, when you're a Yu Zhong, what's one of the harder marksmen to kill?
Need some stitches?
For
I
me,
can help.
maybe Kari.
Ah, carry.
Carry.
Carry's still open.
Yeah, still open. They can probably pick.
Yep.
How about Brody though? Brody being able to, kind of stun and immediately get the distance away?
Yeah, but for me, Brody is a little bit hard meeting the Yuzong. Better Kari, because Kari can do dealing damage a lot.
Plus, I think carry can use the Purify. The Brody Purify is kind of like, yeah.
It's much slower.
Yeah.
Here we read into it, of course. Again, ONIC will try to corner Taz into picking an assassin, which will again also make that Masha all the more valuable.
Exactly. So you ban on carry or Brody here for EVOS. Of course, carry is I would say the more.
Yeah, I would say back
Magic is my
the
love.
higher
Harry.
Harriet, of course. Check, we can
safe
play
ban.
that.
Okay, so now they try to close up here. Ripo, when you try to dive as a Yu Zhong and then you see a Harith, is that hard too?
Yeah, it's hard, really hard. Because he's dashing, chrono dash, so really hard.
So far, all the marksman picks are pretty much denied away for our dear friends CW, right?
Yeah.
So he's played a lot of Claude, a lot of Melissa, a lot of Beatrix, and all of which are unavailable. In fact, 1-1 even. So if we kind of look into what he has played before, more of the comfort picks per se, it kind of seems as though the only few ones that's available and makes sense is carry.
Yep.
Sans.
As we wait for what Chewe will pick up, Sans here, the least deaths among all the players in MSC. 3 times, just 3 times?
Whoa, I
Wait,
think-
wait.
Hold on,
Okay, Valentina. So position 5, Kadita. I think there's a big chance that this will be like a Franco and maybe Franco as well as Ling as the last 2 picks for EVOS.
I don't know, man. The Ling here is going to be quite risky because not a lot of good targets you want to kill instantly.
Nope.
I gotta say, even the the Hayabusa maybe not the best as well. A lot of ways to handle, especially with the Kadita being there. So I kind of feel like, yeah, having the assassin would be very interesting, but not a lot of options. Any options kind of feel like a bit boxy.
What's the real threat coming from ONIC?
Wow!
Well, I guess the Baxia is an interesting pick.
Okay. You know, back in M1, it was EVOS who.
Still a good carry game though.
It's their counter to the Masha. It's the Baksha.
Yep.
Anti-sustain.
It works, and now they have a Diggy as well. It's Dreams are rocking that.
So you go carry.
How do you feel about the Baksha?
Really good because can sustain all the damage in the front line. So yeah, very good.
Okay.
Also, the enemy don't have any burst, especially if they PMM carry.
I kind of feel like it's very good adding pressure as well because the Baksha can move around the map very, very fast. You can clear the jungle creeps. I would say relative towards a Fredrin as well. And as we expected, this is going to be a carry. And early game, I kind of feel like the Baksha will be able to handle the carry. So honestly, personally for me, guys, looking at both drafts, I'm looking at EVOS. If they can pick up the tempo, it's a pretty good game for EVOS.
I think so far EVOS has got quite a lot of lane priority, right? Even when it comes down to the middle lane, even when it comes down to the gold lane, a little bit, you know, a bit of a 50-50 despite going up against the carry. I'm expecting that ONIC will probably put a little bit more pressure down onto the bottom lane.
Right now,
across the world, they also scream, "Go ONIC." So I'm wondering, where are all the EVOS fans? They're gonna need all your support. I agree. So far, EVOS Legends draft, it's very frugal. They only really need to give farm to the Beatrix and to the Novaria, and then they can get into business. Repo, real quick, one more time. Who do you think is gonna take game one?
From the draft, I think EVOS. If he keep the tempo, I think they will win this game.
All right. Draft alone doesn't speak much, but let's get into game number one here, gentlemen.
White Tigers going up against the Yellow Porcupine. We gotta see EVOS Legends. Can they pick up the tempo? Can they punish ONIC? Let's go into game number one in this best of 5 series.
All right, to talk about tempo, this is Baksha. This is probably one of the top ones or top 3 when it comes to controlling the tempo. You clear the lane so fast, you clear the jungle so fast, you might be able to overwhelm the Fredrin.
I thought that the real interesting thing is that EVOS Legends pretty much have lane priority for every single one of these lanes. So if they continue to really keep up with their rotations, ONIC may actually lose quite a lot of these pressure right back in the early game.
Right now, Dreams as well. Honestly, looking at Dreams using this Diggy, I'm really interested to see what kind of roam item is going for. If it's going for the Encourage, I kind of feel like it's going to be very, very good for the team, especially if he's just making sure that he uses ult to make sure that Keyboy doesn't get a good engage.
Now, I talked about the fact that EVOS pretty much have got the priority as well as the fact that they've got more or less early game. But I don't see a lot of reliable stun, reliable lockdown, aside from the fact that Dream S does have the reverse time.
Not gonna lie, man, I kind of feel like with this kind of draft, as long as Psychots as well as Taz can have a very good setup, like they could frontline, I kind of feel like everything else will be given to them for the damage coming in from Bronze as well as Hijime.
I think the last 2 picks coming out from EVOS were very good. The Diggy kind of solves a lot of their problems, especially like protecting the Beatrix from the Masha. You also have the Diggy to protect the Beatrix away from this Kadita. So there's a lot of like engaged potential coming out from the side of EVO. So if they do play around that kind of playstyle, they can take this game.
I saw the Encourage on the Diggy, so I kind of feel like in this game, honestly, if they don't want to engage, it's totally fine. They could just siege with the Beatrix alone. I agree. Now, the turtle has been started by both Kyrie as well as Taz.
As Zaycon immediately grunts himself into the Black Dragon form, Taz as well. Zaycon's just waiting for the perfect time to jump eventually onto Kyrie. But unfortunately, Kyrie as well as Keyboy's HP doesn't seem to be looking very well. Kyrie still managed to take the turtle away, plus a kill down onto Zaycon. Things are not looking good, as Butz immediately puts himself right in the face of Dream S. That makes Dream S go for a flicker.
I mean, that is kind of how you want to approach the fight, right? You want to make sure that the Yuzon goes in, and then Dreams making sure no crowd control can hit onto Taz. But what went wrong there?
Well, it was the go-ahead coming out from Butz, the go-ahead play that he did. Went in to burst down the Yuzhong, really popping the Dragon Form way too early for the benefit of the side of EVOS, and losing your main tool to initiate against your opponents meant that you don't have the necessary tools around the turtle fight. So it was a well-timed initiation coming out from Boots, and then Kyrie just took care of the turtle. And by the way, very nice retribution coming out from Kyrie.
Yeah, very nice retribution for now. ONIC with a 1,000 goal lead. Keyboy is TPing in front of Dreams as well as Brands. Taz is there, already using the retribution onto Keyboy, but able to escape for now It looks like France is just going to poke a bit here on the goal lane. Quite a lot of emphasis in the goal lane here.
Doesn't really seem like a small little poke, if you ask me. CW's HP doesn't seem to be looking very well. He wanted to recall, but the thing is, if he does actually recall right now, that is one entire wave that is gone for him. But at least one thing that we know of the fact is, Brands is actually is a little bit under EXP, you know, as compared to CW.
For now, looking at how ONIC is moving around the map, it looks like they're kind of, in my personal opinion, they're reacting as well to what EVOS is trying to do, because we talked about this before the game starts, Wolf, where it looks like they try to put more onto Taz, but it looks like this game, they kind of want to go back to, in a way, their own basics, where they want to put a lot of emphasis on Brands' lane.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they didn't win the first turtle fight despite having this backshot means that they really now have to focus on Taz. The Brands, I mean. So that's the win condition. And it's going to be very difficult. Sans holding on to the Diggy ultimate, this is massive for ONIC.
Yeah, super massive now, especially even if Psychots comes in, there's going to be a way to challenge that. Now the Lord is half HP. Taz thinking about resetting it, and now Keyboy goes in.
The turtle is just gonna be immediately melted down. Kyrie still takes the turtle. It seemed as though Brands could have gotten it through the Bandit's Rage, but it didn't quite go so well.
Honestly, that was quite close, because looking at the situation just now, it was timed perfectly. I think the whole communication was between Keyboy and Kyrie to be like, okay, you ready? I'm gonna go in.
You see that the timing was just so good again from ONIC, especially because they have the threat of the Time's Journey coming out from the Diggy that they copied through this Valentina. And of course, Kyrie had a level advantage over Taz, and this is the reason why you want to win the first turtle all the time. If it's a tank v tank kind of a jungling matchup, you want to secure the first turtle as soon as possible.
Oh, Sans is there, gonna get caught just a little bit. Looks like failed again coming in from ONIC, and Hijumi wants to try to snipe someone out. Keyboy was found out, but he was able to recall fast. Taz in the back line, just gonna be there to see the positioning coming in from ONIC.
Quite a bit of resources is actually already used by ONIC, right? Sans was forced to go for a flicker as their gank didn't quite work so well. EVOS's babysitting service from Premium onto Brands is working pretty darn well, but ONIC, they have their own answers, and that is to get their equal value in the bottom lane by really putting boots there.
Could have sworn that this was a massive play already coming out from EVOS, as they do take up the top lane with the aggression coming out from Taz, but it was quickly answered with just a one-man pushing machine. That's the Masha. Every time that Psychots wants to get into this lane, Boots will just freely just hand over one of his life bars and just gun down Psychots, poke him down so that he will have to go back and there will be no defense in lane. And Psychots that's really being destroyed in this lane. Not his fault, it's the Masha.
Yeah, honestly, looking at the situation now, based on the reaction, I think Kyrie was able to steal that away. And again, Boots is making sure that it's always a 4v4. Psychots, you stay here. You have to use Dog. Good for you, but you're not going to be able to use it now. Taz and Kyrie, they're both starting to lure, but Psychots goes in.
Is it going to be another time where Kyrie will be able to get a turtle? Yes, he will. ONIC only have got one thing in mind, and that is a turtle. Boots made himself all the way in front. He still had 3 health life bars. It's not going to be a problem. Keyboy immediately gets himself a rough waves, gets himself away. Hijumi as well as Dream S holds himself behind, understanding that Seikots as well as Taz is already dead.
Right now, I gotta say, man, looking at how that last turtle fight went through, it looked like Taz was there. He was alone. The thing is, for ONIC, they were not alone. We're gonna look at the replay. I kind of feel like Taz took too much free damage.
For sure. So what they wanted to do was to take the turtle because they know that the retribution was already used up by Kyrie. And the solution coming out from the side of ONIC Esports is to just go to Taz. Gun him down before he's able to steal off that turtle. And because of that, they just ran through. They just steamrolled over.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if there were more bodies there, perhaps they could have done something to ONIC. But the thing is, everyone was so far away. Taz was basically 1v3 at that point.
And of course, the Echo is just going to be taunting down, or rather hitting down the CW plus Kyrie. CW melts down Taz. Not much of a play that he could have made.
Dude, at this point, Taz probably wants to get back on Assassin, man, and Boots dominating his lane. Again, tell us again the story. How is Boots winning against Icons?
Well, it's literally just a matchup issue coming out from the Yuzhong versus the Mashup. Mashup 1v1 versus the Yuzhong just can't win. It will not be enough. There's so much life bars as well as so much damage that can come out from Boots, and he's got to a point where he can definitely one-shot marksman.
Boy! Great rough wave. Kyrie comes in as a connection, but unfortunately Hijumi manages to get himself away.
Okay, Hijumi almost died there. I'm pretty sure Keyboy has the Genius Wand. I'm not so sure if Hijumi has any kind of defense because we're going to look at the in-game equipment and no. I kind of feel like the only reason why Hijumi was able to survive was the HP on the Clock of Destiny.
Okay. And of course, the time's journey being utilized there. That kind of saved him. Boots is strong enough to kind of force out some of the retribution already, which means the Lord will be super duper free for ONIC.
Dude, Boots is higher level than Taz, man.
There's a lot of beefy front lines from the side of ONIC, and it makes it even worse that EVOS just don't have a lot of ways they can actually deny ONIC of these neutral objectives. Not much of ways to really push Fredrin away, not much of ways to just lock him down, no suppress whatsoever. The only thing that they have is just reverse time.
It's unfortunate because we were talking about the draft coming in from EVOS where it's a lot of potential, right? But you got to pick up the pace. You got to make sure that you have a very good start and you transition well. But so far, ONIC's the one that is having their foot on the gas.
I really just see this as more of like a snowball composition from EVOS, right? They want to win their lane and just shove the lanes as fast as possible and eventually meet up and to really win in team fights. But that doesn't seem to quite be the case.
Right now, looking at ONIC with a 9,000 gold lead. The Lord is marching up top. Boots is basically just there saying, yeah, you guys aren't going to go anywhere. Right now, EVOS, how are they going to defend?
ONIC doesn't seem like they will want to jump onto EVOS anytime soon just yet. They don't seem to want to extend the fight in order to keep the Lord alive. Keyboy barely making it alive after all of those pokes, but he's gonna be A-okay. ONIC continues their counter. They continue to push it down in the middle lane, but EVOS, they defended this pretty well.
Though was super duper close to get a kill, finally to get a kill, but it wasn't enough. Keyboy was able to get out, and they do defend, so that's what's more important here for EVOS. That kill wouldn't matter if they had lost more, and they did defend, so they will live to see another day, but they were so behind now. What's that, 9K at 10 minutes?
Here's the thing. I got a question. Brands, Hijumi have not died. They haven't got a kill, they haven't got an assist, but they haven't died. Is it all doom and gloom? Can EVOS do anything to win this one?
What they need to do maybe, because they don't have like a massive like initiation, they don't have a win condition like a Franco or maybe a Minotaur. They will have to look for a mistake actually. Okay, well, no damage anyway.
Yeah, no
damage.
damage.
I thought that there might be only one of the few ways is to just really get Hijumi as well as Brands to really work together to pull off the RSG/SG move, right? Immediately burst down the back lines, bring CW down, that's the win con gone. So this really plays the part where ONIC gonna have to make that big of a mistake and EVOS capitalizing on that small little margin of error.
It's difficult to say against ONIC.
It did manage to flip CW though. His HP is all the way down to half, but it doesn't seem like the time journey would even be able to do quite much at this point in time. And 3 man immediately melted down to the hands of Boots, but CW takes the last hit after all. EVOS, they still have got 3 members left. They only want to defend the turret and not necessarily trying to get any more kills, despite the fact that ONIC, their HP were looking to be, well, not that high.
All right, here's the thing, man. Brands did quite a lot of damage just now. Half HP. CW was chunked quite a lot, but Kyrie was fast on his feet. It's like, yo, I see where you're at now. You did good dealing the damage, but you just revealed your own positioning. He went in, and then everyone else just took care of the rest.
And everybody from the side of ONIC is 1 item ahead of their matchup. You can see the Fredrin with 8K versus almost just 5K for the Bansha. Also 1 big item ahead for the Marksman too.
I think the idea was there, but not necessarily the right time and the right place for Brands.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
It's unfortunate, but here's the thing. You got to take a chance, right? No matter what kind of situation, you got to do something, because if you're not, then you're just slowly giving the game away to your opponents. But now, 11,000 gold lead. The kill score isn't a lot. It's 0 and 6, but 11,000 gold, that's a lot.
At 12 minutes, that's too much.
Okay, so big question. EVOS is already in a really bad shape, right? And they gotta have to play defensive. Do they do a gambit in order to turn things around?
The only gambit that they can do is to find the CW. That's the only, I would say, worthy gambit. Taking out Boots will not achieve anything. Taking out Keyboy will not achieve anything. Maybe Kyrie at a certain point, but Chaiwei is really the target here.
Conceal play. Unfortunately, that didn't really quite amount to much. The Lord marches down in the middle lane with his big trusty trident, while Boots is all the way in the bottom lane, clearing out every single one of the inhibitor turrets of EVOS. We are looking at a barren wasteland, and EVOS do not even try to touch onto ONIC. They're just holding themselves back and focusing onto every single one of the creep waves, and probably waiting for ONIC to make a mistake and try to jump over. They're waiting for the overextension, but the overextension doesn't seem to do quite much, because even though all of that, Taz goes down, the rest of ONIC focuses on to the core.
Very clean game by ONIC coming into this game thinking we're gonna think with our heads. We're not gonna go for those unnecessary kills. They went in, came to do business and profit.
7-0 for ONIC. And in that last clash, you saw how strong they are when it comes to their economy and when it comes to their focus on who they want to kill. Taz, as the backshot, was put from 100% health to 0 in just a second. Just because of the fact that the carry was there, you have the attack speed already, and you also have the supplement of the time's journey. So there wasn't anyone to stop the damage of Chewe. That was amazingly amazingly executed by ONIC.
Honestly, this is one of those games where you could take the entire game from minute 1 up until the end and study how they move to play a perfect game. Because again, this is one of those things where kills don't matter that much. As long as you can push the opponents away from their objectives, eventually you'll just get everything that you want anyways.
Just the presence of Boots itself, or rather Boots himself, is enough to really just drive himself right into the face of Beatrix, and Beatrix will have no chance to get anywhere closer to the front lines. And ONIC knew that. As long as they push the Beatrix away, they can crumble themselves and collapse themselves over to the back lines, because they're not going to be afraid of the Manet's Rage nor the Nibiru's Passion. And that is one of the prime ways they can melt down Taz in an instant.
Well, this is an amazing game, and welcome, Leo. How do you enjoy that game?
Masha's a beast. I think Masha really has a place in the metagame now. That's my key takeaway, especially in the last few seconds, given that with enough of mayhem, the Masha can just come in, and again, in the early to mid, it was take down heroes. Here it was just really just go ham on the base. Let's award our MVP for game 1. Throughout all the madness, of course, it's the one who comes out on top, Kairi with his Fredrin.
100% team fight participation, and Wolf, I just gotta say, Kairi is amazing, but we gotta talk about the counterpart. I kind of feel like Taz always went in alone. Was that his fault or his team's fault?
I don't think it's his fault. It's just that it was ONIC that solved that problem. First, they have the time's journey stolen away by the Valentina, so that kind of equalized the team fight. The next part is Kairi won the first turtle fight, and I would attribute the win of ONIC to that single play, this particular one. You can see that there was already a good connection, but Sans popping the time journey in the right moment when it was already time for the retribution battle. When the threshold is there, the line was already set by the in-game assist, and they were able to get it. That alone gave the snowball potential to ONIC.
That I absolutely agree, right? When it comes down to Taz playing as a Bouncer, you would want to get yourself the neutral objective in order to really keep yourself on the pace with Kairi's Fredrin. But unfortunately, that didn't quite work. So the best thing that he can do to even provide any more value, to really just be present, be there to peel, to soak, and from that point onwards, hope that the rest of the team moves together with him.
If anything, I'd like to present a third option. It's not Taz's fault, it's not his team's fault.
I think I see it.
It's a misunderstanding of who has the tempo, of who's the aggressor. Because going into the draft, I think even Ripo said, EVOS should be winning this, especially if they're pushing the tempo. But it's ONIC who said, you know what, no. You think you want to go fast? We can go a little faster. And that's what allowed them, exactly. A porcupine, right? Gotta go fast, ding, 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 with all those rings. That's why they went 0-7 in 13 minutes.
Which is kind of thing. I kind of feel like Barra should be a Sonic hero. Get it? Because, you know. Anyways.
But they said they're porcupine.
I mean,
Here's the thing. Full analytical, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, looking back at the highlights, it was neither Taz's fault or EVOS' fault. Yeah. It's Boots' fault. Boots, I keep seeing every single time the turtle has been taken, he was 1v3.
Yep.
He saw dreams, he saw anyone that's there, he's just gunning for them.
Yep, let me piggyback off of that while also converging it with my argument earlier on that it was ONIC just getting the first turtle that won them the game. another important factor that happened in there was Boots was so aggressive. He was staying into that Rock Ursa bush, right?
Yeah.
You know that bush, right? And he was taken down Psychots. The fact that he forced Psychots to pop the ultimate very earlier on meant that during the turtle fight, during the retreat threshold, there wasn't any dragon form anymore. And once you go Dragonoid form as the Yu Zhong, you don't have any influence, especially when there's a stolen times journey. So I do agree with you, Boots was a big problem in this game.
I don't know, gentlemen, but personally for me, if I'm gonna drop a vote, I might put Boots as the MVP, man.
Boots-
He's insane.
Boots is my personal second MVP. Like, I get why it's Kyrie, right?
Of
I get
course.
why it's Kyrie. He denied so much from EVOS. And I think there was a moment before the match ended wherein you thought the conceal play did nothing. The conceal play did everything to push back EVOS. And that even all the more forced them from being on their back foot to being on their bottoms.
So it really comes down to that invisible play from ONIC, right?
It's a free engage.
There's a lot of value just from zoning people out. It's very similar to how the fact that Boots just rushed straight into the face of Brands, pushing backwards, even though he didn't kill Brands, nor did he deal any damage. It's all about positioning factors.
Yeah, you know, Kyrie did a wonderful play, by the way, the first turtle as well. Apart from securing the retribution, was able to pop his ultimate so that he's gonna be able to get some HP back. It was a lot of like micro decisions and micro outplays coming out from ONIC that allowed them to win this game.
Now, with that being said, we always have to reset, right? We always have to ask what went wrong, what kind of concepts worked. First off, maybe let's start with EVOS here.
Well, EVOS, the first thing when I look at their draft, it really boils down to lane priority.
Yeah.
They're able to move out of their lane fast. They'll be able to congregate together to really just create a barrier right in front of ONIC so that they lose control of the map. But that didn't seem to be much of the way. When they're contesting for the turtle, they just don't seem to be able to really grasp a control. Yes, they were really whittling down the health of the turtle, but this is where the draft comes in. They don't have anyone that really is capable of stopping Kyrie from just walking right in, press retreat, and walk right out.
All right, it sounds like even from blue side, it's EVOS who got compromised. It's Taz who had a hard time. Real quick, before we get back into this discussion, we would like to tell everybody about the upcoming Project Next. That's right. From about mid-2020, we now go to 2023's Project Next. The update is coming soon. From
27th of June.
That's right. Revamped emblem systems, erudicio story, the brand new hero, and generous events and remarkable bonuses are about to meet everyone. Log into the game if you want to know more about the new update. That's Project Next for 2023. LaFell, Wolf, your thoughts? Should there be something EVOS fixes, or maybe something that they try to attack in Onyx angles?
I want to open a conversation, man, because I kind of feel like this game is all about the EXP. Can finally Delar come in?
Yes.
Yes?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Can finally Delar come in?
That's a quick answer,
All right.
yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. A yes from Wolfie Boy.
The General.
The general, well, you know, this is gonna come from a lot of bias for me because
I mean, yeah, sure.
yeah,
But
he's one of my favorite players out there. But here's the thing, right? I have a theory. What happened in because I have a criticism when it comes to the draft of the side of EVOS, for example. You saw that they had to pick up Brands as well as Cyclops here earlier on. It was Beatrix and Yuzo. We kind of predicted it.
Yeah.
But then again, it exposed the composition that you can see from the side of EVOS. Now, the Masha, third-picked Masha, really made a lot of sense. It was checkmate already. You don't have a way to solve it. The Yuzhong will have definitely a problem, and you will have a problem with the marksman. So what I'm trying to say here is that if they keep on, using or relying on Psychots, and they are forced to pick up the Psychots and Brand Zero together in the first phase, that is a big problem against a team that can, against a coach that can plan well, like Coach Yam.
Gentlemen, ask and you shall receive. When you're put up against the wall, you call the General. Dilar is coming in. They're subbing out Psychots. I wish we had Ripo here. I want to hear his thoughts about this whole switch-up. Folks, millions of people around the world have been asking for this. EVOS Legends, please field Dilar. And today here in Phnom Penh, we are blessed with this.
That's the post. That's the general's post.
Oh, okay.
All right. The general of the Dilarmy.
Okay, I want to hear from the most physically composed person on the desk first. Abstract your thoughts. Is this a worthy gambit?
Here's the thing.
Because I want to scream, man.
Okay, this composure comes in from a fact that, you know, I've never been casting in the other M series and the MSC, so I haven't been that critical.
You're in for a treat.
I'm in for a treat, and this is where I think I can come in to ask, what is the big deal of the law?
Whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Please, enlighten
You want
me.
me to send you a list?
He's
Just
coming from the most pure
He's innocent.
angles. Yeah, he just doesn't know, folks.
Innocent.
All right, gentlemen.
Well, I guess the first one is that we don't know what Dilar can play now.
I haven't
especially.
seen the
I haven't
play
seen
in a
for ages.
while.
But that's
legit,
why.
he could have
And
got better, yeah.
The thing is, Psychots, you already know what he's going to play. And you know, you see it from a mile away. Even us, we predicted it's going to be Yu
Zhong,
Zhong.
yeah.
And you saw that. And the ONIC really played that well, really outplayed that so well. Second is, there is a specific meta game right now, or a specific part of the meta game that we have right now, where it provides for sustained explainers.
Do you see? You saw that, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach Adi is so close with his players. Anyways,
Oh, there he is.
yes! Let's go!
He's stretching.
Gerald Dilar Trinchera is in the building.
This is a superstar moment.
He cracked his neck. He's like, yeah, I'm ready. The Lars by playing
I'm getting
in the international scene. Last played
You hear that?
3 World Championship Grand Finals.
In the grand finals, he made a grand upper bracket run.
That's right.
Folks, this is not a drill. A lot of Filipinos, a lot of fans around the world have been dreaming for the General's return, and finally we get it here in MSC 2023.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Let's hope it's worth the wait.
Exactly.
Let's see the smile on his face.
Bukan camat lagi.
Man,
Watching the MPL ID, you know, I get all the statistics, I get everything I can from say cards, from Taz, Hijumi, Brands, Dreamers, even Pendragon. But the La is an NA.
It's been a while.
It's so long. Too long.
There's a specific general in the Philippines who said the famous words, "I shall return."
That was
And
General
is
MacArthur.
General MacArthur. That's very important in the culture of the Philippines. It's a general, it's but fitting that he shall return. By the way, this is the first time that Dilar is going to be playing MSC. Was supposed to be there with VWise. Unfortunately, the pandemic hit. So
That's right.
That was a time
We
where
missed
there
a
was
year.
an MSC. We missed the year. And 2 times in the World Championship, M1 and M3. Now for MSC. First game in the knockout stages, and we can't believe it. And like I said, there's a specific part of the metagame that kind of allows for sustained heroes that he was very famous with. Esmeralda, Uranus, which we can expect now. He's actually really good at the Yuzong, by the way. So there's that.
So I would believe that there could be a very high possibility where ONIC would just outright ban out what they know of the law, such as the Uranus as well as the Yuzong, just ban the heck out of it.
Yes, but just the same, if you do that, you're playing to what EVOS wants. This is exactly what Coach Age and Taxstamp want. They want to steal the show so that you divert from what's actually happening, because even if Dilar does come in, I'm pretty sure the team dynamic shouldn't change much. I'm pretty sure it might
agree.
still be Taz and Brand-centric. And I'm guessing if ONIC does bite onto the bait, then that's to EVOS's benefit.
Leo, I gotta ask you, man. Is the playing field even now? Both teams have 1 Filipino.
Hey,
you know.
it's still 2-1.
Hey, still
Oh,
2-1,
yeah.
unfortunately.
It's still 2-1. But, okay, to be fair, to answer your question, it's always been even. Despite the loss and despite the sweep in the grand finals, both teams come in 100%. Both teams want to compete at their finest. It's just that last time in Jakarta, ONIC was a better team.
Yeah.
Tonight, we don't know. Tonight, especially with Dilar coming in, we don't know.
Is it time for history to be made? Or
History has already been made.
okay,
Eugene.
remade. Sorry, remade.
Rewritten.
Rewritten. Yes.
I hope so, but look at this. Is this
Coach was like,
Is this not a bittersweet reunion?
It is.
Look at Denver. Look at his
100%.
face. Even for Kaine, I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
For sure.
I don't know. Were they expecting this?
I don't think so, man.
No, I wasn't expecting it.
I kind of feel like a lot of people already gave up.
As much
Yeah,
as I want in my heart of hearts for Dilar to
Yeah.
play, right?
I don't think that give up is a word. It's like I made peace. The fact that
There you go.
at least this season, just give it to Psychots. But now, this is the least of my expectations. I thought that if they will ever deploy the general once again, it should be the group stages. But no, it's not. It's in the
You know
knockout
what?
stage. in a pivot game.
No, because if you lose this one, you're going home anyways.
But if you win, but
You
if
send
you
someone
win,
else home.
yeah, and then that means the army is reactivated back into active service, right? Like, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel right now, Eugene?
He's
Abstract?
trapped in a storyline that he's just caught up to.
I kind of feel like we're a storm, and he's in the eye of the storm. Is like, how?
This is fine.
Especially because you're an EXP laner, so you're
yes,
like,
I'm an EXP laner.
like, how will he play? Like, why is he so amazing?
This is where I will get to learn a lot,
Actually,
right?
here's the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
This is one of those moments where you found a really funny video, you show to all of your other friends, and then you have that one friend be like, I hope he likes it.
Yeah, he's never seen this meme.
He's never seen
And
it.
it's a 2-year-old meme.
Yeah.
That's right.
I hope I do like this meme as well.
At the same time, I hope, because again, the Lar has, let's be realistic, the Lar hasn't been stretching his legs.
It's been a while.
It's
yeah.
been such a while.
That's an understatement
So,
even.
okay, so you're preparing me in the very event that, you know, something doesn't go too right for the law.
Yep, finally we've been
Okay.
screaming and singing his praises. How about a word from the young man himself on his MSC debut? Dilar says, I'm very happy to go here in MSC because I've already experienced all tournaments except MSC. So I'm very excited to play. Taz, don't cover him, Taz. Taz, it's his first time here.
He's a superstar. Come on, let him bask in the glory.
All right,
He's
sorry.
sorry.
He's sorry. He said maaf. All right.
Taz is a memer, man.
I love him, dude.
Taz is a memer.
He's adorable.
But again, Wolf, your experience. Do you think after like such a long time not playing on stage, what kind of effect that would happen on someone like Dilar?
Normally, typically that will be that would go badly. If there's a lot of jitters, your teammates will have a hard time like adjusting to whatever it is that you are trying to do, especially from a team play kind of perspective, especially in an XP lane, right? But the thing is, Dilar's a veteran. He doesn't feel any kind of those jitters anymore. He's I would say battle
hardened.
Battle hardened. There you go.
I mean, he was there in the first of many battles, right?
Yep.
He was there when EVOS Legends became world champions.
That is right.
And the best of the best that we would call stars now, I'm pretty sure, Dilar inspired the likes of Diablo.
Yep.
Dilar inspired the likes of Edward.
Exactly.
Right? So, with that being said, this is historic.
He's like a OP old guy.
So he's basically the father of EXP lanes.
Yeah, he was playing even before it was called the XP lane.
Oh yeah, that's
The
true. That's
Godfather.
true.
His nickname in the Philippines among his teammates around 2020 was Electro Draggy, which is an Electro Dragon, because he plays the Yuzhong so much that he looks like a dragon. That was an inside joke. It's funnier in Tagalog though.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, but you get it.
I'll laugh at anything at this point. I'm just happy to have Dilar here. A few seconds before we get back into the draft. Ladies and gentlemen, quick reminder, it's up to EVOS now. They choose which side they want to be on as we go into the game 2 proper. Akumbong Atlas for pulling us up into the scene. Finally, we see EVOS going over the red side.
I love the Atlas, by the way. He really helps everyone out. Anyways, going into the draft, ONIC first pick, EVOS Legends second pick, Novaria banned out by EVOS, but ONIC as the first pick, betting out the Claude as well as the Eve. For now, it looks like they're trying to make sure that just the comfort heroes aren't being given away by EVOS. Personally, for me, I'm really liking the Claude ban.
Yeah, it's a brand special, and especially because ONIC really likes somewhere of Eve. They really like Valentina, so that they ban out the Claude. So just they will open up the draft so much for their squad. I would assume that ONIC might prioritize. Actually, Valentina should be the priority here for ONIC, but it will be banned out so easily.
Amazing.
Okay,
Gee,
whatever.
help out EVOS, why don't
Alright.
you? So yeah, Valentina has been banned out. For now, again, we're looking at the Joy. I'm not so sure whether Dilar can play the Joy now. And speaking of which, hashtag C, the heroes, half of MLBB's hero pool has been used
That's surprising.
in MSC 2023 with 60 left to complete the current roster. Now, gentlemen, this does not show that this meta is as balanced as it could be.
I love it. This is amazing, especially given the fact that heroes like Masha are coming through. And this just shows that we're going through the best of the best, the Hall of Fame the Hall of Legends, if you will, for the meta games across time and space. But now something else to note. Even with the 60 heroes left, almost half of MLB's hero pool used, why is mid still so tight? Why does it seem like there's only so many mid heroes that are viable?
To the point where you even see fighters in the mid.
The answer is really just settle for what works. It's really, you know, that's
4 mid laners banned.
exactly. So with that, do you go Arlo? Joy is open, by the way, as well as 1-1. What do you pick ONIC? There's so much. This is a shopping spree, but you only can pick one. Joy,
Kaja?
Kaja,
I always want to see the Joy.
knowing ONIC, they will pick up 1-1.
Wow.
Because 1-1 is open. But wait,
Kaja is open as well.
Kaja Joy.
Kaja Joy or
Kaja Joy, nope.
I think the Kaja will take priority, right? Since that is probably the only one that can really deal with a 1-1.
Phoveus though.
You pick Kaja Joy here.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the Lar is in play.
Phoveus
It could legit be absolutely anything.
Get spicy.
Could be Phoveus, could be the Joy.
Yep.
They're in no rush.
I think Kaja, knowing EVOS, knowing Dilar, they might be the last pick.
Kaja.
Kaja Joy. Oh, fire.
I mean, the Eve is not there anymore. The Valentina isn't there as well. So this Faramis is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You're pretty good.
You are pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Get a room.
Speaking of rooms, ONIC, what kind of room are they trying to create here? Because going up against Kaja as well as the Faramis, quite a lot of engage.
Yeah.
How are they going to make sure that this 1-1 will be able to get good stacks?
Yeah, a room where you protect you allow for the 1-1 to have stacks. So you have a frontliner, Fredrin, for example.
Or
maybe
1-1 to have what?
A room where you have a room for the 1-1.
To have stacks.
Stacks.
Oh,
Yes,
stacks.
to proc the weakest point.
Right. Perfect.
So, Fredrin or Akai, I would say. And then, of course, the Joy is there. Oh, Farsa.
Barca. Wait, isn't that like...
Okay.
Okay, here's the
It's
thing.
not as hot right now.
0% win rate.
Yep. Pretty bad. There's the Fredrin, as expected. You can still settle for a carry here if you're EVOS.
No, I mean, like, looking at the situation, there's already quite a lot of dive, right? The Lar could be using something like a Yuzong as well. Are they trying to bait it out? Are they trying to force the Lar?
Absolutely.
Yep, the dragon is so good here.
They're trying to force the law.
Yep.
I mean, looking at the fact that it is a Farsa, yes, I absolutely agree. It seems like a Yuzong makes perfect sense in this case.
Wait,
ONIC
even the
hasn't,
Arlet?
I mean, ONIC hasn't really shown who their EXP later is, how that movement and how the lane priority would be like. But regardless, we're still looking at the Fredrin. We're still looking at the fact that Fredrin can still flex into the EXP.
I think this is just Joy or Carry as the third pick for EVOS. Instead of...
We talked about it.
Yep.
We mentioned it before the game started. Let's go, the Lar.
Let's go!
This is all reliable. This is all reliable.
Oh my God.
Much
Win
the
lane, win
way,
game.
much the way Oh My Venus is Estes and Carl DZ is Lancelot.
No.
Dilar is Uranus.
Exactly.
The Lar is what?
Uranus.
Got it.
Dilar is Uranus. And I'm standing now because I'm so happy about this. This
Okay,
is a
fine. I'll
classic.
stand as well.
All right.
I'm happy too.
So you ban out Carry here if you are
Agreed.
EVOS. Or maybe
Hey, you can pick it up after.
you can pick it up after. I'm thinking actually Lapu-Lapu as a ban for EVOS. It's still good versus Faramis type of compositions, and it's the way for you to kind of have a front line to fend off the Faramis cult altar, as well as the fact that you allow for your 1-1 to get the stacks.
Honestly, I like the ban onto Franco right now. I kind of
I
feel like,
also agree.
just go with the roamer ban. Any kind of roamer that could give a problem towards the Kaja as well would be pretty good, because I'm also thinking
right.
like when I'm playing the Kaja, it's very annoying going up against something like the Atlas, where you could pull me up when I want to pull you down.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I get it. You don't have to
Yeah,
explain.
I'm not gonna explain it. Yeah, no.
Okay, the only problem I have with this Uranus, unfortunately, is that it was picked third, and Coach Yeb just knows how to deal with this. Raja Yeba, yeah, Raja Langit Yeba. Did you know that Coach Yeb cannot step on land anymore? You don't have Raja Langit? That's why he was carried off. MPLID. His shoes are
Very
far
fun
too
fact.
expensive.
Yeah, that's right. No.
Very
Have you
fun fact.
ever seen him walk on
Nope.
stage?
Nope.
Whenever camera pans over,
I never see him walk in general.
he's just there.
He's hovering. People don't know. He's been hovering all the time.
That's right. Or that's true. Or he's being carried by his teammates or
can't-
someone else.
I've carried him.
That's right.
MPL Philippines
That's
Season
right.
11 playoffs. What What a privilege.
That's canon.
That's canon. Looking at the final bands here, the Dairoth closed up, and
Oh,
of
yeah,
course
the
the
Ling.
Fanny taken away.
Carry, I
I'm
think.
thinking of carry, and then after
Yep.
that, take a Ling. It's
I
pretty
agree.
good against this composition, no?
That's
Carry first, Ling
That's
later.
true.
What's
But
scary about the Ling though is if the Fredrin goes to the jungle,
Yeah.
it's not as easy.
I think
That's
you,
one point.
Yeah, you might just last pick up Artis here.
I do agree with the
Wait for
Ling
no
also,
man,
actually, to
your
be
team
honest.
is
Because they will want to probably look at the second insurance onto really dealing with the Fasa, right? Fasa is that large artillery would be one of the big ways that EVOS can't even get close to the opponents. Gap closing.
Yep, Lapu Lapu is so good here for ONIC. And then there is that route where you go for some sort of a lockdown to go with your 1-1 so that you have a frontliner. So maybe something like Atlas, perhaps. With the absence of the Franco, you need that hard lockdown. Something along the lines of like
Is Lolita
Divine
bad?
Judgment, Lolita, maybe something single target, you know?
With the single bonk,
Time to
Saber,
drop the
some,
beat of the
no, not
clock.
Saber.
maybe a choke.
Yeah. Kofra, there you go.
Your team is
Sound.
All right, Kufra being very solid here.
Keyboy classic.
Oh.
Looking at draft now, I was thinking about
Artis.
the Ling, but yeah, now with the Kufra there,
Not exactly viable anymore, is
a
it?
little bit difficult, yeah, a little bit difficult. But again,
But they're kind of lacking damage, isn't it? From the side of EVOS.
I would say early. Mid, honestly, once the Faramis has the clock as well as the lightning, it hurts quite a lot. The moment it has the Divine Glaive, you could basically almost one-shot the entire team, especially if the team clumps up together. Trust me, I play a lot of Faramis.
Yep. Maybe the finishing touch is the Martis. So you go for the Decimate, you guarantee a kill.
Oh yeah,
To
true.
chain together.
And you win against the Fredrin.
You win
If
against
it
the
is a
Fredrin.
jungle Fredrin.
All right,
I
this is a
mean,
joy. You're correct. Or maybe actually go back to the battle, perhaps. Martis.
Martis.
Okay.
So far, we looked at both teams' drafts. Are we going to be slightly biased with the Lars Uranus here?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What do you mean
all right.
slightly?
All right, EVOS then.
It costs nothing.
It costs nothing. Yeah.
Again, game one we also preferred EVOS's draft, right?
Yeah.
It
True. The
just
execution.
came the difference in the execution and of course timing.
Yep. Dare I say
Abstract.
I don't favor EVOS' lineup, but this is the Lars Uranus.
Just
of-
for.
Yep.
Right?
To be honest, I do like EVOS lineup. I do want to see EVOS being able to pull this off.
I believe our camera did stutter a bit there, which made it seem like Yeb was walking, but
He was hovering.
can confirm he was
Just
hovering. I see it
trust
That was
right
a stock
from-
video.
Yeah, I see him straight from where I am now. Definitely was hovering. That was from a couple of years
Yeah,
back.
it was
folks.
a stock video.
Again, this is a historic matchup as is. Let's go into game number 2 and make more history in this best of 5. Gentlemen,
Going into game number 2, we see Delar finally coming in, but will he be enough to drop down the Sky Kings? ONIC down to the bottom. In fact, we're gonna see the bird fly a little bit longer. This is basically Yep just now.
Yeah.
Just hovering there on the base.
They're fixing some tech issues because Yeb's foot that
I
was
kind of feel like
shown.
that took everyone by surprise. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. So now looking back at the draft, I'm just thinking like this Joy, although it is still a good game for the Joy because of the presence of the Beatrix that can go to the backlines, this is not going to be the typical Joy that can easily go up against Marksman because now you have the Kaja.
Yeah.
Traditionally a good counter, or if not an answer
Oh.
to the Joy because you just lock him down, right? And you have the damage output and you have a killing blow. So it's still... I think the 1-1's still a problem, although they have the Fermis for
Yeah.
the Cult Altar, but
Right now, honestly, looking at the Marshall, 4 fingers has been shown, and 4 fingers usually hurt. So this will take a while.
Okay, so you guys were talking about a 1-1. We
Yeah,
were
1-1.
talking-
What about a 1-1?
About 1-1, right?
Yeah,
We were
1-1.
talking about a 1-1, right? So 1-1 used to be 4 stacks. Now it's 3.
Yeah,
so
3.
at least it's a little bit easier for 1-1 to proc and go on to the ultimate. But okay, the main question that I want to ask is the fact that yes, there is a Faramis and yes, there is a Kaja. They have a catch onto the 1-1 and they have an insurance policy with the Faramis. So what is really going to be one of the biggest problems for EVOS right now? Because I, as a team in EVOS, if I have this composition, I don't think that I will be afraid of 1-1 at all.
yeah, you're not afraid of the 1-1. You're also not afraid of the Joy. But having both 1-1 and Joy together, you might not have enough resources to lock down those two heroes.
Oh, right.
Maybe you can only pick one. So that's the
So
only...
you pick which 1-1?
Which 1-1, yeah.
Oh. Which
For you to be able to
One.
get to 1-1.
Ah.
But yeah, that's the looming problem here for EVOS. Surely they have the tools to go up those heroes individually, but together they might need to pick their fights. And that's a difficult choice to make because it's between Boots and Chewe. So it's a very difficult dilemma. But then again, like I said, they do have the tools.
I see where you're going with here because again, you have the answer, but you probably have the answer for one person only.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of feel like the answer will be much easier if one of the lanes is won.
Yeah.
Right? If the Uranus was able to deal with the Joy, then the Joy won't be that big of a problem later, right? So you can use all your resources to make sure that the 1-1 comes down. But if the 1-1 doesn't see much trouble, then yeah, you can focus on the Joy. If neither of them are much of a trouble, then do whatever you want.
So how's going to be the matchup of Joy versus Uranus? Specifically, if we are looking at the La onto this Uranus.
Yep.
Because I really want to know what kind of matchup I would want to, what kind of matchup this is going to be like.
Honestly, it's going to be surprising because the Uranus, after the buff on the damage, what do you see? What do you say?
Pilar, check this out.
Oh, the Lord, check this out. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay. So the Uranus, the first kill has been buffed in terms of the damage. We can hear the crowd cheer.
That's so charismatic, dude.
Taz
Yeah.
knows how
That
to
is
play.
so charismatic.
Taz knows how to play with the camera, but again, acting like he's crying. Oh, finally I got to play here.
Yeah.
When am I gonna put? You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Uranus will be doing pretty good.
Okay.
That's the end all. That's the only thing
It's
I
a
want to say.
one-all and all.
And the Joy does quite a lot of damage as well, but
Right.
level 1, you can cut the lane as long as the Joy gets hit by the Ionic Edge.
Yeah.
Uranus will eventually win now, but I don't think the Joy will let the Uranus get the Ionic Edge stacks onto the Joy.
It's difficult to think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it is
honestly-
difficult to think.
I guess the real
It's a skill matchup then. Let's make it easier. Skill
Yeah,
matchup.
50-50. Let's just put it
Skill
that way.
matchup.
Yeah. But on the other hand, if we're looking
Eko
Betul sekali.
Tapi tulisannya EVOS tadi yang di handphonenya.
Itu di ini fotonya ya kan?
Iya, di fotonya EVOS ya.
Iya makanya.
Oh, cukup aneh ya. Tapi ya, kita masih menunggu ya sesaat lagi untuk game kedua kita. Yang aku notice juga, Be. Kemarin-kemarin ya, pada saat EVOS bertanding, ini Brands udah mulai nggak terlalu dependent on Dreams.
Yang
Karena dari match-match sebelumnya ya.
Oh,
Yang
kalau
mana?
kita berbicara rotasi emang rotasinya sekarang pun Dreams kayaknya kayak experience juga beberapa kali terjadi.
Iya, cuman tadi di game yang pertama itu masih fokus sekarang untuk
Iya.
balik lagi fokus untuk gimana caranya men-set up biar Brands-nya cukup aman.
Benar. Cuma di game pertama ini kan kedinai gara-gara Keyboy beberapa kali ya. Dia memakan auto alarm bom dari Digi
Iya.
dengan menggunakan Thalassophobia sebagai returning heal evac yang ternyata dibutuhkan. Karena kan biasanya Hilda, Franco, Rafaela beberapa kali juga digunakan untuk nge-contest hero-hero kayak Digi dengan poking damage power gitu loh.
Iya, jadi emang cukup susah juga karena tadi ya Kadita itu bakal power banget sih. Baik di tangan ONIC, di
Betul.
tangan EVOS, hero yang harusnya nggak bisa dilepaskan dan ternyata terbukti
Nggak
di ban
bisa.
juga untuk di game yang kedua. Begitupun juga dengan Lancelot.
Lihat.
Kenapa?
Dlar digodain sama Tas. Tapi aku suka banget. Tas tuh suka godain
Bercanda,
sama
dia
teman.
suka bercanda soalnya.
Kocep, Kyrie,
And Lars.
dulu pernah Iya.
Enggak, maksudnya
Akhirnya
sekarang
ketemu
bertemu
lagi
kembali
di
di
international
stage
stage.
internasional. Tapi sekarang berbeda tempat atau berbeda sites gitu.
Berbeda
Iya,
tim.
Namanya
berbeda
ONIC
tim.
PH Reunion. Aduh, gak ditunjukin itu. Padahal Tas udah nunjukin gini loh, mau bikin bentuk setengah love.
Iya, Dlarnya masih...
Larnya masih megang HP, lagi
megang
fokus
HP,
kayaknya.
lagi fokus ya.
Fokus mekanik.
Apakah tegang karena ini adalah penampilan pertamanya lagi nih? Setelah sekian lama Dlar di panggung internasional?
Mungkin,
Mungkin.
mungkin makanya kan.
Tapi enak juga ya. Nih. Enak ketika mereka bertemu kembali. Bang
Benar,
Mas
jadi ada kenangan-kenangan baik dan kenangan-kenangan yang mungkin
Cie.
lucu-lucu ya kan, yang bisa terulang kembali. Tuh.
Love you ke Dlar.
Anyway, congratulations juga buat Coach Shep ya atas pernikahannya kemarin.
Oh
Oh
iya.
iya, benar.
Happy wedding untuk Coach Chef bersama dengan kiri kanan saya nih.
Makasih loh.
Iya kan?
Iya.
Bapak-bapak saya juga kan.
Jangan saya kan baru tahun ini, Pak.
Iya, lu juga baru tahun ini kan?
Enggak dong.
Iya kali tahun ini.
Enggak dong.
Anak lo udah segede pinggang baru tahun ini loh. Ah tuh, kenapa sih semua tutup mulut? Ya Allah, udah cakep-cakep gak usah ditutupin.
Nah. Kenapa tuh? Lar. Siapa? Lar kan?
Lah,
ditutupin gak kelihatan dong,
gak kelihatan
Bang.
dong.
Ya ampun, Bang.
Dan ternyata bener ya, tadi isu yang terjadi tuh isu yang cukup serius. Jadi
Iya,
ditambah lagi.
Makanya 4.
Jadi harap bersabar teman-teman untuk menyaksikan game keduanya.
Ya udah kalau gitu gue mau sapa-sapa duluan daripada mereka berantem di kolom komentar.
Halo.
Adik-adik, coba absen dulu adik-adik. Ada siapa aja di sini adik-adik? Nih, ada Puji Rifai, ada Syahrul, ada Chicken Fighter, Dapin, Muhammad Rizky. Coba absen dulu. Dari mana aja guys?
Dari mana aja, Bang? Kalian nonton di mana gitu loh, biar kita tahu kan.
Iya, siapa tahu ada yang lagi di Watch Party juga.
Iya, makanya.
Jangan lupa juga kita sapa-sapa teman-teman yang lagi di Watch Party. Halo teman-teman Watch Party semuanya.
Halo Watch Party. Watch Party-nya dari ONIC dan Watch Party dari EVOS ya.
Nah tuh aku
Ada
tuh.
Andreas TBG.
Ada Abel.
Ada Gilbert Unda.
Ada Yoga Kece.
Tuh hadir.
Ada
Udah mulai
Marvel.
banyak ya, ada Epical Glory. Loh, kayak kenal tuh.
Bocil
Lah.
Kairi bang.
Oh, aku bocil Kairi, Bang. Tuh ada yang dari Semarang, Rizky Putra tuh, Bang, katanya, Bang.
Ada Nurul Keranjang. Waduh, kayak nama-namanya pulung.
Lampung hadir bang,
Makanya.
Lampung dari Randi. Tuh.
Dari Karawang, Fau tuh katanya tuh.
Antrian
Bekasi nih,
Selatan.
Jonathan Rio.
Nah, makanya ramai banget nih teman-teman yang
Ini
lagi
gak ada yang dari
menyaksikan.
Tanjung Duren nih.
Dari Bogor dong,
bahaya.
dari Bogor dong, dari kota Radit sama KB. Ada
Bang,
nggak teman-teman nih?
Bang, cukup Bang.
Bang, udah Bang.
Apa?
Kakak lo udah jadi kakak Bogor?
Hah?
Udah jadi kartu keluarga Bogor udah jadi?
Belum lah, prosesnya lama.
Kira lo keren.
Kenapa emang?
Ya keren aja temen gue. Jakarta,
Ya nanti
Banten.
punya lah. Udah hilang. Itu dia.
Nah,
What time?
Countdown sudah hilang.
What time is it? Face off.
who is more handsome?
Siapa yang lebih ganteng? Kairi atau Dlar? Ya,
Voting, voting, voting.
Coba teman-teman semuanya voting.
Kairi sama Dlar nih hoki banget loh.
Kenapa?
Nggak ada yang siapa lebih ganteng antara Kairi, Dlar, dan Oji.
Kok ada OG-nya sih, Ji?
Gak ada.
Gak ada OG-nya, Ji.
Yang ketiga gak ada di situ
Yang
ya.
ketiganya gak ada, cuma
Yang
dua doang.
Yang gadi-gadi.
Ya dia hoki, nggak ada gue di situ. Coba ada gue, kalah mereka semua lihat.
Loh, bukan.
Gue kurang apa sih nih? Nih,
Kalau
dengerin
ada,
dulu.
enggak, kalau ada lu, Ji, seenggaknya ada yang urutan ketiga.
Nggak,
berarti.
tahu gue kurang apa? Gue kurang putih,
Iya,
kurang mapan,
iya.
kurang kurus dikit.
Iya.
Tahu nggak kurang apa?
Eh,
Kurang-kurangin dah aksi lu.
kurang dikit doang, gue tuh kurang dikit. Kurang
Iya.
mapan,
Iya, dikit ya.
kurang
Benar,
putih
benar,
dikit,
Benar,
kurang
benar,
tinggi dikit.
Iya.
Ya kan?
Benar.
Nah tuh, Ji, tuh foto bareng sama Dlar tuh.
Enak lo ganteng yang ngajak foto cewek.
Oh tapi ini rame banget nih ya yang langsung
Oji
di
tuh,
kolom
lihat
komentar
tuh
ya.
komen tuh. Dari Cesia, Akbar Devi Trisya. Oji tuh, Arya FJR Oji tuh.
Dibilang, kalau
Sial,
ada
Oji,
lu, kalau
tuh.
ada lu, Ji. Kalau
Tapi
ada lu,
ini
jadi mereka udah tinggal nentuin 1-2 aja.
Rata-rata
lu tiganya.
cowok sih, Ji, yang ngomong, Ji.
Lihat tuh,
Makanya.
Oji
Raka
tuh.
juga
Oji
bilangnya.
dah, kurang tidur. Oji dah tuh.
Oh.
Dengerin.
Kurang bersyukur
Love you
katanya
Bang,
lu, Ji.
love you Bang Oji, Dinar Alansyah tuh. Lihat,
Itu
Niki
laki,
Oji,
laki.
Akbar Oji tuh.
Ini
lihat.
nama kalau lu ngomongin nama Niki, no, Kibo juga Niki namanya.
Ikbar Waramdani Oji tuh. Oke guys, dengan spam Oji guys. Ya udah tanpa berlama-lama karena mereka sudah sebentar lagi memegang handphone masing-masing. Ini sebentar lagi akan menuju ke arah Land of Dawn untuk pertarungan game kedua. Perang saudara dari Filipina dan juga perang saudara dari Indonesia. Go to the Land of Dawn.
Yes, game kedua di mana untuk kali ini 1 poin dipegang oleh ONIC. Apakah EVOS Legends mampu untuk membalaskan kekalahannya di game yang pertama? Tapi kita lihat ya, untuk agresif gameplay sebenarnya belum tercipta juga baik dari ONIC ataupun EVOS Legends. Mereka masih bermain cukup aman dan ya debut pertama dari Dlar dengan Uranus signature-nya.
Mari kita nikmatin dulu, cobain. Untuk early game-nya, wow, sangat kacau. Karena apa? Ini bisa dibilang dua-duanya punya power tinggi dari rusuh, tapi mereka
Iya.
nggak ngerusuh sama sekali.
Benar.
Jadi early game-nya benar-benar
Safe.
dinikmatin banget loh.
Ya kan, safe, mainnya juga tenang. Tapi kalau bisa kita tengok sedikit di XP lane, Boots sepertinya cukup tertekan dengan kehadiran dari Dlar dengan 20 stack dari Regen HP yang dia tahan terlebih dahulu. Namun untuk rotasi sekarang, ini dia. Yang sempat kita bilang rotasi 3-2 karena mereka bermain dengan Kaja, mereka bisa saja melakukan rotasi dari EVOS Legends menuju ke arah bottom lane. Karena kebetulan di gold lane, ini bisa saja terjadi penculikan di menit yang kedua nanti dengan Divine Judgment.
Gila boost di zoning out nih kali ini, tapi lihat di depan sana akan coba seorang Keyboy memberikan pergerakan seram Dims dan bahkan Blood is coming. Bakal coba untuk dapetin level 4 terlebih dahulu. Kairi,
Halo.
how are you
Halo,
Kairi? I'm fine, thank you, and you? Dan lihat Apres Forte keluarkan begitu saja. Tas berada dengan sepam bersama dengan seorang Hijumi. Tapi sangat memberikan sedikit Final ST depan sana, memberikan para pasukan dari EVOS harus mundur. Dan bahkan Retribution di tangan Kairi kembali. Tas, first blood didapatkan oleh seorang Tas dan mundur ke arah belakang. Setidaknya Bulls menjadi korban keganasan dari seorang Tas.
Ya, setidaknya ada keuntungan yang diamankan oleh EVOS Legends. Tapi kali ini Tas coba untuk di-engage. Masih ada Mortal Coil. Untuk mundur ke area belakang. Datang lagi bola bantuan dari Dular. Dengan Ionic Age. Sedikit demi sedikit mengikis HP dari Keyboy dan juga Kairi yang mau nggak mau. Ini harus melakukan kontes di area orange buff. Tercuri orange buff milik Tas oleh Kairi.
Oke, Kairi akan coba dibantu pergerakannya. Retribution bahkan telah dikeluarkan. Mundur ke arah depan. Kairi berhasil ditumbangkan oleh Dlar. Dlar berhasil menumbangkan Kairi. Tapi ini bukan siapa yang paling ganteng, tapi siapa yang paling kuat di tim fight sebelumnya.
Ya, pick off akhirnya tercipta dari seorang Dlar. Di mana Kairi di sana yang menjadi target utama karena terlalu lama menahan damage dari Ionic Age-nya. Tapi di sisi lain, Hijumi
solo kill?
Iya,
solo kill oleh Suns.
Oh, ini efek burn dari Magic Worship-nya nyala, Profesor.
Iya, yang nantinya tanggal 27 Juni akan berubah nama jadi Lethal Ignition ya kebetulan. Dan untuk sekarang dengan Tas yang tadi kecurian satu orange buff level mungkin akan dipegang terlebih dahulu oleh Kairi. Namun dengan satu takedown dari Dlar, ini setidaknya men-shutdown Kairi untuk tidak menimbulkan gap level lebih tinggi tentunya. Karena takutnya nanti kalau misalkan gap levelnya udah tinggi, turtle kedua, turtle ketiga bakal sulit dikontes oleh teman-teman dari EVOS Legends. Dan cewek hampir terkena Renner Sapati barusan. Lewat begitu saja peluru dari sniper Beatrix. Hanya saja tidak mengenai target.
Oke, yang dituju adalah seorang Dreams. Tapi Keyboy akan dipukul mundur ke arah belakang. Pedestrian pun telah dikeluarkan spray down dari seorang Franz. Decimate is on point. Again, Tas mengganas kali ini. Dan mungkin ini yang bisa kita bicarakan. Kalau misalnya Tas memakai hero yang cukup agresif, dia punya power yang lebih tinggi ketimbang dia harus pakai hero yang cukup pasif dari sini.
Ya, bener banget. Dimana untuk di early game kedua kali ini, EVOS Legends loh yang megang kendalinya. Dari segi point kill mereka unggul, dari segi gold mereka amankan juga. Jadi membuktikan bahwa EVOS Legends cocok banget nih dengan gameplay early game yang agresif, terutama dengan membawa Martis as a jungler untuk Tas.
Ya, ini hero amannya lah buat Tas. Apalagi dengan dari tadi ya, Decimate-nya selalu on point. Dan ini dia turtle kedua yang dari tadi kita bicarakan. Apakah akan tercuri oleh EVOS Legends?
Oke, ada Keyboy di sana, terrorist dikeluarkan bersama dengan satu buah Venom Strike. Bahkan di sana kembali lagi diamankan oleh seorang Kairi. Kairi is coming. Membuat para pasukan dari EVOS benar-benar harus mengakui. Dan harusnya mereka udah punya strategi untuk membungkam tangan Kairi dari Retribution-nya. Ya, kayaknya harus kayak gitu deh, karena udah nggak bisa lagi. Nggak bisa lagi, Dit. Kalau misalnya cuma hanya di zoning out itu kayaknya
Bukan jawaban.
Bukan jawaban, nggak
Mungkin
cukup.
Divine Judgment kali ya. Butuh Divine Judgment dari Dreams menuju ke arah Kairi agar setidaknya Tas bisa mengamankan Retribution tanpa adanya kontes sama sekali.
Ya, tapi masalahnya Divine Judgment itu terlalu mahal gak sih kalau misalnya fokus ke arah Kairi. Karena nanti ceweknya bakal free, Suns-nya pun bakal bisa ngasih follow up damage untuk bisa memberikan proteksi kepada Kairi.
Betul, aku emang setuju mahal. Tapi gini, kalau case-nya nanti akan ada Lord 18, itu case-nya berbeda sih.
Kayaknya udah boleh sih ganti target dan untuk sekarang Suns mungkin akan ditargetkan Decimate dan sepertinya tidak jadi.
Dibalikan kembali keadaan di depan sana, Tas akan ditumpangkan dengan Apres Sword. Tadi dihabisi sama Tas, diejam-ejam sama Tas. Tapi kali ini Kairi langsung mengketok kepala Tas, langsung benjol sadadanya.
Untungnya ada Cyclone Eye juga tadi yang ngebuat Sunset setidaknya masih bisa selamat dari sergapan Tas yang benar-benar agresif banget masuk ke dalam jungle dari ONIC. Tapi once again, lihat gimana pergerakan dari Dlar ya. Selalu cutting minion.
Dia udah punya Oracle sekarang. First itemnya bukan Dominance Ice, bukan Enchanted Talisman, Oracle. Dia mau boosting regen HP-nya
dia
agar
harus bunuh.
Iya, dia nggak harus take down. Yang penting dia sustain di lini depan agar tadi tugas zoning out yang benar-benar harus dilakukan oleh kubu EVOS Legends terhadap Kairi ini masih menjadi tanda kutip PR sampai di game yang kedua kali ini minimal.
Ya, Hunter Strike udah dipegang juga sama Tas, jadi damage yang dihasilkan akan semakin sakit lagi, tapi pressure ke area bawah.
Oke, tertangkap langsung ada Keyboy mencoba melakukan 1-1, tapi nampaknya masih gagal. Double Tyrant Reds terpakat, triple Tyrant Reds diamankan Keyboy. Satu poin kill langsung mahal, berhasil ditukar seorang cewek. Aku pun melihat tiba-tiba ada seorang Tas langsung Decimate, it's on point. Looking for double kill, berhasil digocek Keyboy. Lihat Permainan dari Keyboy kiri kanan depan belakang berhasil menggocek dan bahkan melewati tembok yang sangat tinggi.
Wow, ini yang kita tunggu-tunggu gameplay dari EVOS Legends yang berbeda dibandingkan game yang pertama tadi. Mereka sangat percaya diri sekali dengan game yang kedua ini dan bahkan seperti Tarto yang ketiga akan pertama kali di-secure untuk EVOS Legends.
Oke, push akan membuka ke arah depan. Retribution di tangan dari seorang Tas. No perfect Tarto for this time. Bahkan push terlalu sakit. Damage yang diberikan membuat dirinya harus mundur ke arah belakang. Tidak berhasil untuk membungkam siapapun di depan sana.
Ya, nggak berhasil untuk membungkam siapapun tapi balik lagi. Ini udah ada perpindahan laning tapi di arah river.
Steven Jasmine langsung akan coba didapatkan. Keyboard flicker ke arah depan. Tapi Tas udah punya decimate ini yang harus diperhatikan oleh para pasukan dari tim ONIC, Radit.
Ya, harus mulai berhati-hati karena sekarang 4-man moves, bahkan 5 player dari ONIC ini bersiap di area top lane sana untuk mengantisipasi Brans yang fokus mendapatkan beberapa hit lagi dari outer turret di area top lane dari ONIC.
Oke, pertanyaannya adalah apakah Win of Nature akan secepat mungkin dibuat oleh cewek? Karena di posisi kali ini, dia walaupun sedang pegang kendali di arah bottom lane, tapi bukan berarti dia sepenuhnya mengendalikan permainan. Poin kill 3 dibanding 5. Tentunya EVOS cukup berimbang di game kali ini. Hanya saja Dlar ini akan menjadi PR yang luar biasa bagi teman-teman dari ONIC karena masih belum ada efek dari life drain. Entah dari Dominance Ice, Necklace of Dragons atau bahkan Sea Halberd untuk mendinai regen yang begitu powerful dari sosok Uranus.
Yes, dan bahkan Uranus kali ini power banget dari bottom lane. Dan hijau recall kembali terjadi, dipalaskan. Dan ini dia, panasnya kedua belah tim Indonesia sama-sama berkompetisi untuk bisa menuju ke babak selanjutnya. Conceal Gaming telah didapatkan, menuju ke Renner Apathy di belakang sana, tidak dikeluarkan oleh seorang Brans dan masih dikeker. Tidak terlalu impactful, tapi impact kalau misalnya di pencatman menuju ke arah seorang Keyboy. Retribution dikeluarkan, Hijume akan menjadi pilihan utama. Oh my god, Hijume ke-trigger kali ini Profesor KB yang tandanya teamfight berikutnya. Tidak akan ada cold altar Radit dan juga Profesor.
Ya, masalahnya tinggal 20 detik lagi sebelum Lord yang pertama hadir di bagian bawah. Dan ya itu adalah informasi yang mahal karena nanti pada saat teamfight Hijume masih belum pegang gold altarnya dan Silence Revenge. Ricky Boy Bennett Rage untuk kembalikan keadaannya. Hijume maju ke bagian depan. Belum ada player yang coba untuk bisa di pick off tapi Dlar PR terbesar. Dan Feder Isaac dibuka.
Feder Isaac dibuka, tapi tidak boleh terlalu dalam karena Dlar tidak bisa mendekati para pasukan dari tim ONIC. Bahkan di sana Renner Apathy from Brans. Kalau kena terhadap seorang burung sans ini akan cukup berbahaya. Dan bahkan ada Dlar, bahkan akan coba di all in. Damage-nya udah mulai lumayan sakit, harus coba di respect. Mencoba di Kate begitu saja. Para pasukan dari EVOS Legends. Mereka akan coba untuk melakukan teamfight. Hijume udah standby on position. Keyboy juga sudah berada di posisi yang tepat. Tapi mereka nampaknya akan coba fokus ke arah Sans. Kenapa? Karena Sans memiliki damage yang besar. Flicker pertama dikeluarkan. Dream sekarang konsil kembali. Brans kali ini memiliki satu buah Renner-nya. Apakah cukup? Renner Apathy from Brans. Dapatkan Brans save the day. Berhasil mendapatkan Lord kali ini. Dibalikan kembali keadaan yang dia miliki. Tas terbakar di depan sana. Crossbow of Tank. Dan seorang cewek berhasil terbang ke udara. Walaupun mendapatkan impact yang tidak terlalu maksimal. Tapi pun menyelesaikan tugas dari seorang cewek.
Dan itu eksekusi yang terlalu dalam sepertinya dari Boots. Dia masih bisa melontarkan electrifying beats-nya. Memberikan lantunan nada-nada yang sangat mematikan bagi Brans ketika Brans sedang dalam keadaan dia need help. Dia mencoba untuk mengganti senjatanya untuk melakukan clear wave sebelum dia melakukan recall.
Ya, tapi tadi yang berhasil mendapatkan Lordnya adalah Rennes Apathy dari Brans. Dan setidaknya itu adalah keuntungan untuk EVOS Legends, di mana untuk kali ini mereka masih sempat untuk berkumpul dengan 5 playernya karena Brans sudah hadir kembali di lane of dan Lord bergerak ke bagian top lane. Ini adalah chance yang besar EVOS Legends mendapatkan objektif turret sebanyak-banyaknya dari ONIC.
Jujur aja ya, tadi kalau misalnya tidak ada pertukaran point kill ini mungkin diuntungkan sekali oleh EVOS Legends. Kalau sekarang jatuhnya masih equal. Kenapa equal? Pertama, mereka kehilangan beberapa player yang cukup penting. Dan kedua, kenapa mereka tetap berada di posisi yang tidak rugi? Karena 3 laning phase mereka terdorong. Dan ini agak sedikit tricky. Kalau misalnya inner turret dari ONIC ini dipecahkan, tricky-nya adalah apa? Kalau mereka itu punya Magic Sentry loh. Itu poin penting juga loh Profesor KB.
Ya, Magic
Terkadang
Sentry,
ngelepas inner itu tuh penting.
karena mau gimana pun Magic Sentry ini akan berimpact ketika kita dalam loose condition ya. Kita bisa mengetahui di mana musuh kita berada. Atau setidaknya kita bisa jalan dengan rute yang lain, ya kan, rotasi yang lain. Agar tidak terkena efek ganking di dalam rumput-rumput yang penting. Apalagi dalam keadaan musuhnya ini kaja dari ONIC.
Ya.
Dreams, dia punya Divine Judgment dan Divine Judgment-nya on point sekali menuju ke arah Keyboy. Jadi kita tidak kaget nanti kalau seandainya akan ada penculikan yang manis dari kubu EVOS Legends.
Ya, untuk di menit yang ke-11 ini sebenarnya pressure masih dimiliki sama EVOS Legends. Mereka udah nguasain banget dari 3 lane ONIC, ID, dan bahkan dari tadi Delar ya yang selalu memainkan wave minion yang membuat mau nggak mau ONIC ini nggak bisa berkumpul dan bermain teamfight secara 5 orang secara langsung.
Benar Pati terhadap seorang burung sound sekali ini hampir saja tumbang setengah darah dan harus di-respect. Dan dari segi itemnya Profesor Kabi silahkan.
On the way ke arah Berserker's Fury, cewek dengan build itemnya yang kali ini menuju ke arah kritikal karena dia pun bikin ke arah Windtalker. Jadi kita nggak kaget kalau nanti dia tiba-tiba bikin ke arah satu buah Scarlet Phantom. Tapi untuk Boots, out of nowhere dia tiba-tiba sudah memiliki gold yang begitu berlimpah. Dan untuk saat ini sengaja dihancurkan nih top lane dari Inner ONIC. Karena setidaknya dia membuka untuk vision dari Magic Sentry ketika nanti dibutuhkan di pertandingan Lord selanjutnya. 17 detik sebelum Lord akan muncul dan ini adalah Lord and Henge. Jadi mungkin agak sedikit berbeda skenarionya daripada game yang tadi di menit yang ke-10.
Oke, tapi masih coba untuk mengontrol semua area semak-semak dari EVOS Legends. Ada Keyboy di sana yang sudah melakukan vision untuk mendapatkan informasi penting dari para player EVOS. Brands berada di posisi yang cukup aman, tapi di bagian depan sana Tas bersiap untuk memberikan kontesnya kepada seorang Kairi sambil menunggu positioning dari Delar yang selalu memanfaatkan wave minion di sisi tengah dan juga bawahnya.
Delar ini dari early game, dia tuh sampai ke arah base turret loh kalau kalian sadar.
Iya.
Dan ini yang gue bilang, kalau misalnya Magic Sentry udah bisa dibuka oleh para pasukan dari ONIC, ini akan menjadi keuntungan untuk dirinya sendiri. Keyboy akan ada satu informasi telah diberikan. Kairi sudah berada di garis depan. Delar mencoba untuk datang. Dan Dreams masih mencoba mencari celah di manakah cewek berada. Tapi lihat, cewek dia tahu dia butuh burst damage. Dan Delar no ultimate for this time. Fokus ke arah team fight. Tebakan retribution di tangan seorang Tas. Berhasil mendapatkan Lord kembali di masa team fight. Tebakan Delar harus hilang. Killing spree didapatkan oleh para pasukan dari Odi. Mencoba dibalikan kembali karannya. Hijau hilang. 2 poin hilang. Ini bukan hal yang cukup baik. Setidaknya mereka walaupun punya Lord. Tapi mereka nggak bisa memaksa lebih lanjut, lebih dalam lagi.
Ya itu emang strategi yang dilakukan oleh ONIC ya. Mereka memaksa untuk mengkiting semua source skill dikeluarkan ke arah Kairi. Dan itu terjadi dimana tadi Dreams langsung dipanjaskan ke arah Kairi. Memang Lord didapatkan oleh EVOS, tapi kerugian juga diterima oleh mereka. 2 player yang terpick off, Hijume dan juga Delar, membuat EVOS nggak bisa memaksimalkan Lord kedua ini.
Dan lagi-lagi kita harus bilang permainan counter setup karena memanfaatkan Kufra kali ini benar-benar maksimal sekali. Divine Judgment yang begitu on point dari Dreams. Plus ternyata sedikit misplay seperti yang terjadi. Delar yang menghindari Cult Altar dan Cult Altar terbuka artinya Hijume juga akan tertinggal di lini belakang sehingga membuat EVOS Legends disengage di waktu yang tidak bersamaan. Mereka satu-satu mundurnya dan hal tersebut yang mungkin harus dihindari lagi ketika terjadi teamfight nanti di next Lord.
Oke, kali ini EVOS Legends memegang kendali atas leading phase yang mereka miliki. Tapi Lord yang ke-12 ini jujur menurut aku adalah rugi banget. Kenapa aku bisa bilang rugi banget? Karena notabene-nya kalau Lord yang pertama itu dapetin inner.
Ya,
itu penting. Kalau nggak dapetin inner, itu nggak cuan.
rugi.
Ya, Lord 12 wajib dapetin 1 base turret. Kalau 1 base turret nggak dapat, berarti dia nggak cuan. Kalau aku punya perhitungan seperti itu. Prof.
Ya, Lord advantage-nya ya.
Iya.
Jatuhnya kalau misalkan Lord advantage
Ini ada
cuma 1000,
hitungannya,
ya.
ada hitungannya.
Minimal kan bisa dapat 1000 atau bahkan minus kalian.
Ini minus.
Nah, kalau misalkan minus itu biasanya nggak nyampe ke arah base turret ya kan. Mungkin ada pertukaran point kill. Sehingga yang didapatkan itu malah untung buat ONIC. Lihat aja gold difference-nya. Cuma sekitar 78. Jadi
Iya.
nggak beda jauh jadinya.
Jadi tidak terlalu impactful.
Dan ini
tadi.
pertama kalinya loh, EVOS dari beberapa match yang tadi kita lihat ya, historical mereka melawan ONIC, mereka selalu tertinggal cukup jauh di early game. Ini udah mau masuk ke arah late game, mereka bahkan nggak ada gap gold sama sekali dan sejauh ini dari segi objektif Lordnya masih dipegang oleh EVOS Legends. Apakah ini teori mimpi
Delar?
dari Drake?
Enggak, atau apakah ini Delar Effect?
Ya,
Delar
Delar effect
effect.
atau jawabannya ada di Delar. Itu yang sempat kita pertanyakan tadi. Apakah ini akan membawa mood yang begitu positif bagi teman-teman dari EVOS Legends. Apalagi setelah melihat 30 detik lagi menuju ke arah Lord yang ketiga. Lord yang begitu penting nantinya untuk kita saksikan juga bagaimana kontes dan perebutannya. Apalagi dengan beberapa kali kita melihat setup dari Keyboy yang masih belum berbuah manis. Karena terlalu banyak purify daripada teman-teman EVOS Legends itu sendiri.
Ya, nanti team fight-nya ini bakal benar-benar besar banget karena semua source spell
aktif dari ONIC maupun dari EVOS Legends, jadi bakal ada team fight yang besar seperti sekarang.
Oke, Keyboy seperti biasa
cewek?
akan coba untuk memberikan sedikit distraction. Cewek, dia kebuka sedikit aja, batang hidungnya langsung membuat dirinya terkena Rena Rahpati. Ini Brans damage-nya udah besar. Dan lihat Glad, dia akan meng-cutting 2. Just in case ini ONIC pegang dari Lord-nya. Ini mereka tidak akan bisa langsung mendorong dengan maksimal. Tapi Tas di depan sana, taruh restart dikeluarkan. Fokus ke arah satu buah tembakan. Tembakan peringatan, Brans harus menurunkan belakang bersama dengan flickernya coy. Dia udah memberikan sedikit distraction dan bahkan Tas gak bisa masuk lebih dalam lagi. Retri bisa di tangan Kyrie. Dan bahkan ini dia yang sudah ditakutkan oleh Dlar. Dan ini yang dibuat Dlar. Impact yang sangat besar. 2 wave di cutting langsung dan bahkan keuntungan di tangan dari EVOS Legends. Mereka membayar semua lot yang didapatkan dengan adanya satu buah crossbow. Sayang sekali. Looking for triple kill. Bakal coba dipaksa, cewek gagal dapetin Brans. 2 win of nature telah keluar. Bahkan para pasukan dari EVOS Legends mereka kehilangan 2 punggawa mereka, Radit.
Wow, tapi itu mahal banget dari Dlar, dimana dia mendapatkan best turret di bagian bawah dan bahkan sekarang 3 player dari ONIC bersiap untuk mendapatkan best turret karena Lord masih berada cukup jauh. Super Wave Minion sudah mulai bergerak juga, ada Bandit yang dikeluarkan, tapi Kyrie dive in ke dalam base dari EVOS Legends.
Oke, fokus ke arah base-nya. Mereka nggak boleh rugi. Mereka biarkan Lord itu sendiri di depan sana. Bahkan cewek. Lihat Rena Rapati from Brans. Bahkan dikejar oleh seorang Dlarka, tapi Dlar nampaknya tahu kalau para pasukan dari tim ONIC mereka punya force damage yang cukup besar. Dlar hanya bisa memberikan sedikit clear minion karena dia tidak bisa lah menurut aku untuk menahan damage dari Sans. Sans cewek kayaknya Dlar nggak mungkin bisa nahan damage ya. Masih terlalu sakit Profesor dan juga Radit.
Ya, tapi Thunder Ice Strike yang dibuka ke arah bawah sana. Brans one last hit.
Oh my God, terbakar.
Magic Worship.
Magic Worship is real. Perfect. Brans tumbang. Brans sudah mulai pusing menggaruk sedikit kepalanya. Dan bahkan para pasukan dari tim ONIC mereka berada di dalam posisi yang diunggulkan. 4-5. Keyboy masih memiliki satu botol rest. Dan bakal coba untuk menuju ke arah depan. Bakal coba dipaksa. Dream di depan sana. Para pasukan dari EVOS mereka benar-benar coba untuk menabrak para pasukan ONIC dan tidak peduli apapun yang terjadi. Base turret akan coba dipecahkan. Di arah bottom lane juga akan menjadi pilihan. Lihat ompong begitu saja. Brans menuju ke arah 15 detik lagi baru menuju ke lane of down. Karena kalau misalnya mereka buying time terlalu lama ini akan menjadi bencana untuk ONIC. Bisa namanya comeback Radit.
Ya, masih ada call altar juga dari seorang Hijum. Coba untuk sekarang, coba memaksakan ke arah base-nya. Kyrie berada di bagian depan, Kyrie-nya Immortal berhasil dipecahkan. Tapi untuk kali ini masuk, Boot seorang diri. Masih bisa menghindarkah, Dlar maju dan Diva Jasmine dikeluarkan dari Dreams. Mempick up Boot seorang diri yang tertinggal dari kawanannya. ONIC dipaksa untuk mundur. Kehilangan satu member selama 45 detik depan.
Itu yang gue bilang, kalau dia masih berada di dalam base, ketika Brans udah akan muncul lagi ke line up down, ini akan menjadi kerugian dan mereka bisa terjadi comeback.
Ya,
dan
bahkan
itu bisa saja terjadi.
Overextend ini benar-benar merugikan sekali karena posisinya jadi 4 lawan 5. Dan mau tidak mau ONIC harus mundur terlebih dahulu walaupun Suns memiliki satu Blood Wings. Tapi itu bukan jawabannya. Karena jawabannya adalah di kuantitasnya, di angka. 4 melawan 5 kali ini. ONIC dalam tekanan, mereka bahkan akan dipaksa untuk melakukan push. Melakukan defense juga di arah depan. Dan ingat Dreams, walaupun sudah tidak memiliki lagi Flicker. Tapi dia memiliki Divine Judgment. Apalagi dengan cooldown yang begitu cepat. Dan untuk sekarang yang harus diperhatikan adalah bagaimana late game dari Hijume. Cold Altar, satu ultimate jawaban untuk overextend team fight. Yang mungkin sangat berbahaya sekali bagi kubu ONIC. Karena makin lama team fight tentunya makin nyaman untuk EVOS.
Oke, Sans sudah punya Blood Wings, lihat Dreams-nya. Itu poking damage saja Profesor.
Dan ada Athena Shield.
Dan ada Athena Shield belum sama Feather Astrek. Bayangkan Brans terkena 2 kali tetes tapi lihat fokus menuju ke arah Dreams. Kertas telah dikeluarkan. Cewek mundur ke arah belakang. Gak boleh apapun yang terjadi. Lihat joy-nya. Sounding out. Maka coba didapatkan. Whistle Transition catches after day. Tapi nampaknya push. Menukan dirinya dengan Dreams. Masih ada satu buah immortality. What a outplay from Butters.
Wow, 2 player terpick off Dreams dan juga Dlar menghilang pada saat kontes Lord yang keempat. Dan ini akan menjadi free Lord harusnya untuk ONIC meskipun Tas coba untuk melakukan split push. Tapi sayangnya Boots yang tadi sudah berhasil mendapatkan flankingan yang manis ke arah belakang dari EVOS Legends langsung recall dan di waktu yang tepat nggak jadi melakukan split push dari tasnya.
Dia benar-benar respon sih.
Hijume udah the best thing yang dia bisa lakukan.
Karena mau tidak mau dia harus mengeluarkan call altarnya di waktu yang tepat. Dreams itu punya Divine Judgment. Jadi itu jawaban untuk Keyboy nanti. Tapi Keyboy yang membuka terlebih dahulu. Ini dia instant replaynya ketika kita melihat satu demi satu. Source skill dari teman-teman EVOS Legends, bahkan sampai memicu Suns dengan satu buah Feather Airstrike. Itu tadi Feather Airstrike-nya ada 2 target sebenarnya, ada Dreams dan juga ada Brands. Tapi Brands-nya udah keburu muncul dan dia memilih flicker ke arah belakang sehingga mau tidak mau flickernya sudah digunakan dan tidak ada flicker lagi untuk beberapa detik ke depan.
Lihat 2 detik untuk seorang profesional player itu ini banget ya, impact banget ya. Winter langsung immortality. Dreams dipaksa, gak bisa masuk lebih dalam lagi. Feather Strike dikeluarkan, menuju ke arah seorang Hijumi. Gak peduli apapun yang terjadi. Bahkan para pasukan dari EVOS, mereka kehilangan lagi Dreams. Ini bencana! ONIC Esport memasa tim fight kembali terjadi, tapi Rico telah keluar. Dia gak fokus ke arah base-nya. Double kill kembali terjadi. Dan looking for wipeout. Tyler Redsmith Blacker! Keyboy membuat game kali ini di tangan dari ONIC Indonesia.
Match point untuk ONIC Indonesia di game kedua kita. Sekali lagi mereka mendapatkan poin kemenangan atas EVOS Legends dan membuat satu nyawa terakhir untuk EVOS Legends di match yang ketiga.
Dan lihat Blar, walaupun dia mendapatkan kekalahan di sini, tapi senyumannya masih ada. Dia kalah dengan hero power.
Iya.
Mau gimana pun, bahasanya kita mah no regret.
No regret sama sekali. Tapi tadi aku notice adalah gold yang dibelikan sama Delar ya. Itu lebih tinggi di atas Brand sama di atasnya Tas tadi. Karena memang dia selalu melakukan split push, cutting minion di dalam base. Dan benar-benar membuat keuntungan untuk EVOS Legends. Pertama kalinya base turret dari ONIC berhasil dihancurkan di match kali ini. Dan bahkan hampir ada momen di mana EVOS mendapatkan kemenangan pertamanya.
Tapi ingat, EVOS the king of comeback. Ya,
Dan itu bahkan celah yang begitu lebar. Lihat nggak dari tadi, game yang dimainkan sama Dlar memicu ONIC
bermain di hard game.
Bermain dalam keadaan yang sangat sulit sekali. Dan bahkan itu bukan cuma sulit, mereka hampir kehilangan satu buah base turret. Kalau tadi tidak ada yang menotis atau memperhatikan bagaimana kehadiran atau eksistensi dari Dlar di arah bottom lane, sepertinya kita akan menyaksikan sebuah split push yang bisa saja terjadi.
Ya.
Dan memang sebuah pertandingan yang sangat-sangat spektakuler barusan.
Ya.
Karena kita menyaksikan ini benar-benar pertandingan sampai titik darah penghabisan, semua source skill dikeluarkan. Dan mungkin cewek ingin berterima kasih sama Rose Gold Meteor.
Ya.
Karena di momen terakhir tadi ketika keyboardnya Tyrant Rage kena Brands, itu ceweknya udah tinggal mukul base turret dan Rose Gold Meteornya masih ada. Jadi tidak bisa di-instan oleh Hijumi.
Dan bahkan kalau misalnya kita bilang, Dlar ini membawa impact yang sangat besar.
Positif
untuk di
banget,
game
Bro.
kedua. Ini positif banget.
sih,
Kenapa
serius.
lihat? Di game kedua, ini benar-benar game yang cukup berat untuk ONIC. Dan bahkan ONIC beberapa kali mereka berada di posisi yang tidak diuntungkan.
Yeah.
Berapa kali Lord yang mereka sudah harus hilang.
Iya.
Ya kan? Dan untungnya tadi dengan adanya Feather Strike dan bahkan zoning out dari Boots yang akhirnya bisa ngebuat ONIC dengan free Lord-nya.
Oke,
So,
kalian boleh setuju atau tidak setuju. Tapi kalau aku bahasanya bukan lebih baik lagi, bukan membawa tren positif lagi. Tapi seolah melahirkan EVOS yang baru.
yes,
Iya,
EVOS yang
vibes-nya itu loh.
Yes.
Vibes permainannya. Jadi kayak, oke, ONIC menang di sini. Tapi EVOS seolah membawakan something new. Sesuatu yang baru.
Iya benar.
Untuk kita saksikan dan itu mengubah konsep permainan dari EVOS. Makanya pertanyaanku adalah apakah nanti di game yang ketiga Dlar akan tetap dimainkan. Dan nanti akan ada respect ban terhadap Uranus. Karena seperti yang sudah kita saksikan tadi. Uranus hero power dari General Dlar. Ini benar-benar sangat-sangat menyusahkan kubu ONIC. Kalau kita lihat dari highlight, banyak sekali momentum-momentum yang memang beberapa kali hampir didapatkan oleh teman-teman dari tim ONIC itu sendiri. Namun, EVOS bukan berarti mereka tidak mendapatkan momentumnya. Divine Judgment dari Dreams. Ini seolah menemukan jawabannya. 1-1 adalah target yang optimal. Kairi di Lord itu wajib di Divine Judgment. Dan ini dia, dua action yang sangat-sangat mematikan terjadi di dua lini yang berbeda. Lord, satunya di arah bottom lane. Lordnya jalan, otomatis di sini ONIC lebih diuntungkan. Tapi overextend membuat ONIC juga mendapatkan kerugian. Karena yang seperti biasa, late game itu kuantitas yang menentukan. Ultimate ini benar-benar dikeluarkan semuanya ketika saling bertemu. Dan memang cult altar dari Hijumi yang sempat aku mention sebelumnya adalah source yang begitu mahal untuk mempertahankan bagaimana team fight skenario dari Brands atau bahkan dari Tas itu sendiri. Ketika Dlar Dreams tumbang, otomatis badan dari ONIC itu bakal benar-benar lebih nyaman untuk masuk ke depan dari EVOS. Dan ini dia momentum terakhir ketika cewek ready dengan Rose Gold Meteornya. Dan itu dia, Shield Absorb penyelamat. Karena kalau Suns yang melakukan hit terhadap base-nya, tentu di sini EVOS bisa melakukan comeback.
Iya, dan tadi sempat aku lihat juga di highlightsnya di mana movement dari Boots yang selalu ya ngarah ke arah Brands ini yang ngebuat team fight tuh bakal susah banget dimenangin sama EVOS Legends sih. Karena dia tadi mau nggak mau Brands-nya dimanapun langsung di-engage sama Joy. Dan itu benar-benar ngasih gap banget dimana damage dealer-nya jadi nggak maksimal gitu.
Joy, Vengeance, dan kebetulan Beatrix ini kan DPS, damage per second. Jadi sangat masuk akal sekali ketika memang damage yang diberikan oleh Beatrix akan reflect atau memantul kembali kepada Beatrixnya itu sendiri. Walaupun sudah jadi Huskclaw, tapi balik lagi Vengeance damage, Glowing One juga, Electrifying Beats, dan jangan lupakan Genius One Evac. Tanpa adanya magic defense item dari Brands. Hal ini yang membuat Brands kayaknya bakal kesulitan sekali ketika berhadapan dengan magical damage yang begitu meletup-letup.
Iya, masalahnya ONIC bawa Parsia tadi.
Ya, jadi ada 2 magical damage.
2 magical damage gak cuma Parsia di mana tadi dikejar-kejar sama Joy pun itu susah banget.
Ranger Mas.
Ya.
Ini sebenarnya balik lagi kita sudah sering sekali berbicara soal Athena Shield kepada Beatrix.
Betul.
Yang mungkin untuk sebagian players atau sebagian orang itu menganggap ya lebih baik full damage karena Beatrix adalah tipikal yang benar-benar rush dengan menggunakan damage per second-nya. Namun di kondisi kali ini Joy, Parsia, 2 magical damage yang begitu meledak seolah harus memaksa Brands itu memiliki Athena Shield.
Nah, ini dia perbedaannya. Kalau misalnya hanya seorang Joy, aku tuh nggak apa-apa dengan item dari Brands. Karena itu masih bisa di-handle. Walaupun kita akan ada 2 source skill yang keluar. Tactical repositioning dan juga akan ada flicker. Tapi kalau posisinya ada Suns dan juga Boost, ini akan cukup instan. Kenapa aku bilang cukup instan? Sebelum dia ketemu Boots aja, darahnya udah setengah. Tapi ketika Boots nempel, Boots tuh cuma butuh 2 kali tempelan doang. Dan kalau misalnya itu berhasil ketempel, Brands itu udah pasti hilang. Dan dia nggak bisa ngedeal damage balik. Kalau misalnya tanpa adanya Suns, Brands ini tuh masih bisa nahan basic attack-nya sampai vengeance-nya hilang. Walaupun ada letupan dari beats-beatnya yang karena soal Brands. Iya. Beats-beatsnya itu meletus-meletus, dia tuh masih bisa tukar balik dengan Huskclaw.
Masih bisa ada Huskclaw walaupun ada Vengeance.
Iya Wah, dan nggak Vengeance-nya kelar dulu. That's why lo harus keluar flicker, harus keluar tactical position. That's why, kenapa? Karena Vengeance-nya meletusnya selesai. Tapi kalau ada Feather Strike, itu kasusnya beda.
Beda case nggak sih?
Beda case.
Karena kita lihat kayak Magic Warship aktif dan flicker pun digunakan, Feather Strike masih bisa dilontarkan untuk ketiga kalinya. Brands-nya connect.
Masalahnya gini, lu nggak harus kena Feather Strike. Lu kena Lightning Truncheon-nya aja, itu lu udah seperempat.
Iya, apalagi Lightning Truncheon di
apalagi pakai tetesanya satu aja gitu ya.
Jadi menurut gua kan kebetulan juga lagi belajar Beatrix, lagi belajar banget lawan Joy itu paling enak pakai Beatrix. Udah nggak ada lagi yang paling enak. Itu bener-bener range-nya besar, terus lifesteal-nya tinggi, untuk di head to head kan, lo tuh masih punya darah yang bisa lo balik gitu. Lo
bisa balikin lagi gitu.
Syaratnya tapi satu. Ya emang 1 lawan 1.
Iya, ultimate atau bahkan nungguin Vengeance-nya aktif terlebih dahulu.
Iya, pokoknya intinya lo 1 lawan 1. Notabene-nya. Kalau lu sekali udah flicker atau retake position, dan lu nggak tahu. Iya, kan kita retactical langsung.
Retactical.
Iya dong.
Karena langsung
reload kan.
Benar.
Tapi kalau itu sudah terjadi dan lu nggak tahu keberadaan dari Joy-nya di mana, automatis.
Masalahnya tadi itu
walaupun
Athena
lama.
Tapi sebenarnya tadi menurut gue Athena tuh wajib banget gak sih?
Wajib,
posisinya
karena dua.
Kayak gitu
Karena dua kan gue bilang
dan
tadi.
semuanya full
2.
magic damage. Jadi kalau kita berbicara soal bagaimana kehadiran dari Dreams aja, Dreams kena kena sedikit energy impact daripada Varsha.
Athena nyala loh.
Athena nyala, setengah darah.
Setengah darah itu pakai Athena Shield gitu ya, gimana nggak pakai ya?
Ini kita akan menuju ke arah interview di Kamboja terlebih dahulu. Silakan menuju ke arah Kamboja.
Coming all the way from Indonesia
to Cambodia. Wow, I'm shocking. It's like so beautiful here. Yes, my heart is beating so fast.
Ladies, let's tell the world who you are. Go ahead.
Hi all, I'm Pali Laurencia. I'm a content creator, MLBB content creator, and also a KOL from Indonesia. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, I'm Pika. I'm from EVOS. I'm a talent at EVOS Esports. Hi.
Hi guys, I'm Funi and I'm a pro player for GPX, an Indonesian team.
How do you say hello in Indonesia? In Bahasa, how do you say hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, the Sam.
Okay, how do you say, how's everyone doing in Bahasa?
Apa kabar?
Apa kabar? I remember
Hey,
that.
but can you say Chumriap Su in Khmer? Chumriap Su. Chumriap Suo. Okay, once again, Chumriap Suo in Khmer. To the camera.
Chumrim Sue.
Wow,
Did they
that's
get it
good,
right? Did
that's
we all
great.
get it right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can speak Khmer now. All right, we need to find out who you're rooting for. Is it EVOS Legends or ONIC?
Me? Honestly, I lean towards ONIC because they're like so GG. You know, you've seen Kyrie's
So GG.
retribution, yes.
What is it about ONIC that you like?
His on-point retribution. Have you seen from the first game until the second game, always on point like retribution? In Indonesia, we call it like not Indomaret retri. Retri anti-Indomaret, you know?
Kyrie is really amazing. Okay,
Yes.
how about for you?
I'm rooting for EVOS, of course.
EVOS,
EVOS.
I think the hair says it all.
Yeah,
Why
sure.
EVOS?
Because it's my team.
Because it's your
Oh.
team.
Yes.
You play for EVOS. How about you?
Honestly, I'm rooting for both, but for now, maybe EVOS.
EVOS.
Okay.
Because you also play for
Yeah.
EVOS. Okay.
I played for EVOS.
I want to know that you guys are EVOS and you are
ONIC?
ONIC. So what you love the most about EVOS, and who is the best player that you love the most in EVOS?
Player for EVOS. Favorite player.
For player, I don't know. I
Who's
can
the
choose,
best for you?
The
Let's
best
pick
for me,
one. Yeah.
pass.
Okay, how about for you?
TAS also.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Lots of fans.
Wow.
But what's happening right now? It's 0-2 for EVOS. Are you nervous? How are you feeling?
I trust them. They can
You
turn
trust
around
them.
the score. Yes.
Okay, but are you feeling nervous, excited, sad? What's happening?
A little bit like excited or a little bit nervous because now 2-2.
I think I'm quite excited to see the
comeback.
Yes, the comeback for the
Ah.
next game because I hope like EVOS can score another point.
How about for you?
I'm rooting for ONIC, of course.
What do you think is the likelihood that it will be a sweep once again for ONIC?
I kind of think it's going to be 3-0.
3-0.
Wow.
Does the crowd agree? Do you think it's gonna be 3-0? Yes. We got a lot of crowd yelling out hello. All right, so we've settled this. You're rooting for EVOS, you're rooting for ONIC, but here's the question. Who is better looking, Dilar or Kyrie? Regardless which team you're rooting for, okay? Let's be not so biased. Dilar or Kyrie?
That's the hard question.
Dilar.
Dilar.
Yeah.
Because Pika answered Dolar already, I chose Kyrie.
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 Okay. Why Dilar? Why Kyrie?
Because Dilar is funny.
Dilar is funny.
Yeah.
You like funny guys.
Yeah.
Okay. How about for you? Kyrie because?
I chose Kyrie simply because Pika chose Dolar.
Oh, okay. So you want to be the opposing. But
Yeah.
how much better looking is Kyrie in real life? Like, do you think?
I think he's the same in picture and in person.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. How about for you? Dilar or Kyrie? We're
It's
settling the time.
actually a hard question. They're both cute, but you know, I pick my boyfriend.
You pick your boyfriend.
Yes, of course.
Where's the boyfriend is here? Where's
This
the
is my
boyfriend?
boyfriend right
That's the
here,
boyfriend.
yes.
Okay. Boyfriend. Good girlfriend right over there. She can't choose because you're right here. All right, she's being loyal. You choose for her. Who's better looking? Dilar or Kyrie?
It's hard, but I think it's Kyrie.
Kyrie! Okay, the vote goes to Kyrie. Great girlfriend that we have right
It's
here.
like no pressure to ask the question. Okay ឥឡូវនេះយើងឃើញថាគាត់កំពុងតែដណ្ដើមគ្នារវាង Kyrie ជាមួយនឹងជា team តែម្ដងគឺ ONIC ហើយនឹង EVOS ថាអ្នកណាមួយដែលល្អជាងអ្នកណាមួយសង្ហាជាងគឺកំពុងតែដណ្ដើមគ្នាតែម្ដងឥឡូវនេះគឺអត់ហ៊ាននិយាយច្បាស់ហើយព្រោះដោយសារតែ boyfriend គាត់នៅហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវនេះយើងចង់ដឹងថាតើបន្តទៀតគឺនឹងមានអ្វីកើតឡើងនៅក្នុងវគ្គទី3ជុំទី3របស់យើងប៉ុន្តែមុននឹងវគ្គទី3របស់យើងខ្ញុំនឹងមានសំណួរមួយទៀត I have some question for you. You see that a lot of people here are fans of EVOS and ONIC. Are you surprised that a lot of people here in Phnom Penh City are fans of Indonesia player?
I'm really surprised actually because it's like Cambodia, right? I don't think there's any Indonesians here, only like a little, but
Sure.
there's so many audience right here. That's so great for both Team EVOS and ONIC.
Wow គាត់ពិតជាអត់នឹកស្មានថាកម្ពុជារបស់យើងគឺជា fan របស់ ONIC ឬក៏ EVOS ច្រើនដល់ម្លឹងទេព្រោះអីដោយសារតែ Indonesia នៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះគឺមានតិចតែប៉ុណ្ណោះប៉ុន្តែពិតជាអរគុណមែនទែនទៅដល់ fan របស់កម្ពុជាយើងបាទ
All right. How about we need your help to pump them up? You pump up EVOS Legends, she's gonna pump up ONIC. How's that? Because there's the two of you. You guys go first. Go ahead. We're the fans of EVOS Legends.
Hey, the stage is yours. Rock the stage.
So if I say EVOS, you guys say roar. EVOS? EVOS?
All right. Let's see the energy for ONIC.
Okay, fine. If I say go, you say ONIC, okay? Go!
ONIC!
Go!
ONIC!
Let's go!
Wow.
The fans are really hyped up. Now let's give a message, final message to the players. They can hear you right now. They don't have their headphones on yet. What do you want to say to ONIC right there? They don't have their earphones yet. Go ahead.
Okay, you guys are very good players, so I really hope you're going to win the MSC, actually. I'm really hoping.
And your message, let's say, for EVOS Legends, is Delar still there? Delar is still there. What's your message to Delar?
Please no. Or no, I'm just going to relay my message to all of them.
For all of them,
Yeah,
okay.
Just good luck and have and enjoy the game. Don't get pressured, okay?
Okay.
Don't get pressured.
គាត់បាទ Is there anything you want to say to EVOS?
Just focus more on the next game and do the reverse sweep as they did in MPL ID.
អូខេគាត់បានជូនពរទៅដល់ EVOS ថាសូមកុំឲ្យមានសម្ពាធអីលេងដោយធម្មតាហើយខំប្រឹងឲ្យអស់ពីសមត្ថភាពហើយជូនពរនឹងទទួលបានជ័យជំនះនៅក្នុងវគ្គបន្តទៅទៀតនេះក៏ដូចជា MSC 2023ផងដែរបាទ
Now we're gonna find out if EVOS Legends will make a comeback or will ONIC do what they did for MPL Season 11 and sweep their opponent. That's what we're gonna find out. So we're gonna head back to our casters. Take us to see the world.
Oke, kembali lagi di MSC Studio 1 Jakarta Barat dan tentunya
Kenapa kepala gitu-gitu?
kan ngikutin.
Oh,
Nah,
ngikutin.
kalau mereka bilang EVOS, Roar dan juga ONIC, kalau gue bilang go, jawab Roar ya.
Iya.
Oke. Go!
Roar!
Go!
Roar!
Yang di belakang nggak jawab, gue nggak mau mulai ya. 1, 2, 3, go!
Roar!
Nah, gitu dong. Semua harus jawab.
Lah kita kan lagi ini komunikasi sama yang watch party, emang nggak boleh?
Iya dong.
Yang lagi nonton juga boleh
Itu
kok.
di belakang sana tuh,
Ketahuan.
lihat tuh. Ada Pak Andika dari EVOS Fans. Dia tuh sangat semangat. Dia suka banget.
Garis keras deh.
Garis keras, garis keras.
Kayaknya terakhir itu nama disebut itu MPL season 11 selesai ya.
Iya.
Iya.
Katanya Bang Dika gini, semakin dekat sama Oji namanya semakin jelas disebutnya. Nanti abis ini gue kasih alamatnya, tenang anak-anak.
Jangan dong.
Oh jangan ya.
Apa alamatnya?
Sorry.
Alamat email boleh.
Oke, kalau gitu. Tapi tentunya ini gua mau nyapa dulu nih buat sahabat-sahabat gua. Ada yang lagi nonton bareng di Kemang, di Kasko Tongkrongan.
Wow.
Ini ya, udah rame banget nih. Lihat, ada Danis, Dimas, Ocha, Ilsya, Givari, Genta, dan juga Ami. Halo guys, Kasko
Halo.
Tongkrongan.
Halo Kasko. Dan juga teman-teman lainnya ada di Watch Party serta TVRI Sports ya. Halo semuanya. Kita masih seru-seruan bareng menyaksikan match antara kedua tim Indonesia yang ada di MSC dan menjadi match point untuk ONIC di match kedua kita.
Itu tadi Ranger Mas
Dari
gara-gara ada
Kasko
watch party.
Tongkrongan,
Nah,
ya.
kalau aku ada nih katanya. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
KB aku nonton dari TVRI Sport. Tolong ucapin istriku, Nita Kurniasari yang lagi kerja. Wih, romantis banget.
Coba
Romantis
sini, gua
banget
sebentar.
titip
Apa?
salamnya.
Mbak Nita
Dari
Kurniasari.
Pak Adi Gunawan.
Ini
Lah, itu Pak Adi bukan yang itu ngedraft.
Pak Adi itu beda dong. Ya,
beda.
mau mengucapkan semangat. Semoga sehat selalu, semangat kerjanya. Pak Adi, kenapa jadi bininya yang kerja kebalik dong?
Ya kali aja dia lagi kerja juga.
Oh iya,
Atau lagi
benar,
libur kan?
Oh dia jaga toko.
Ini.
Jaga toko.
Oh iya bisa jadi.
Iya.
Ada juga nih yang lagi nonton di TVR Esports dari Loli Ruri ya.
Ya.
Restu Ruri ya. Halo teman-teman semua di TVR
Halo.
Esports. Dan ya kita sudah mulai mempersiapkan untuk drafting phase kita di game yang ketiga. 2 poin dipegang oleh ONIC. Apakah EVOS Legends mampu melakukan magical momennya untuk mendapatkan reverse sweep di game yang ketiga?
Dan ini dia, drafting phase game ketiga. Reverse sweep atau clean sheet nanti akan terjadi untuk di game kita di match knockout stage quarter final.
Alright. Oke. Cloud ditutup respect terhadap seorang Dlar. Wow.
Wah, itu yang tadi sempat aku pertanyakan, apakah kalau Dlar masih bermain, Uranus akan ditargetkan untuk di-ban. Dan untuk saat ini dengan kehadiran dari Kadita Novaria lagi, kita menyaksikan 2 band yang tertuju kepada Suns. Kalau nanti bandnya menuju kepada Joy, artinya Valentina terbuka. Kalau Valentinanya di-ban, Joy-nya yang terbuka. Terlalu banyak opsi untuk saat ini dari kedua kubu. Tapi kalau misalkan kita berbicara sedikit soal Joy, masih ada satu hero dari Dlar yang bisa menjadi jawaban terhadap Joy. Yaitu adalah Esmeralda.
Esmeralda ya.
Esmeralda dari Dlar.
Ya, dan dimana Esmeralda pun merupakan hero yang sempat kita lihat juga dimainkan oleh seorang Dlar ya. Dan untuk kali ini sebenarnya aku penasaran sih ngelihat Dlar memainkan Benedetta-nya. Karena yang selalu Dlar pertontonkan kita semua ketika dia live stream, yaitu dia selalu spamming hero Benedetta. Jadi apakah akan keluar juga untuk di game ketiga kita kali ini. Dan satu banning terakhir di fase ban yang pertama untuk EVOS Legends. Mereka fokus ke arah Suns lagi kah? Satu ban terakhir karena Joy terbuka, one-one udah nggak ada. Apakah Lancelot? Karena Lancelot cukup mahal juga untuk dipick oleh seorang Kairi.
Oke, menurut aku Lancelot untuk sekarang karena di first pick. Kalau kita berbicara soal bagaimana kehadiran dari Lancelot, Joy. Banyak lagi yang kebuka nih.
Iya.
Kaja.
Valentina,
Eve. Kita melupakan Eve dari Hijume. Apakah Eve akan diamankan oleh Hijume terlebih dahulu?
Ini sih Valentina kalau misalnya dia mau seberang ada Eve. Atau enggak kalau misalnya mau dia Kaja dulu.
Kaja bakal diambil tapi ngelepasinnya Eve nanti ya. Dan yes,
gak mau dilepas ternyata.
Mau ya.
Eve
the play.
masih menjadi pick yang begitu mahal. Dan ini dia 100% ban atau pick rate.
Ya.
Luar biasa ya Eve ini ya berarti ya.
Hero yang selalu ya menjadi primadona nih untuk di area mid laner.
Nah, kemarin aku ngeliat combo yang luar biasa.
Apa tuh?
Minotaur, Eve, Bane. Ini kayaknya bakal jadi malapetaka. Kalau diamankan oleh ONIC, ini bisa menjadi malapetaka untuk permainan mid game atau team fight besar yang nanti akan dimainkan oleh kedua belah tim.
Oh, AOE-nya besar banget ya. Kalau bawa Minotaur, bawa Bane dari Minion Fury.
Ah, tapi
dari...
jawabannya ada Digi.
Oke, Diginya ya masih available. Tapi untuk kali ini Joy dipegang oleh teman-teman dari EVOS Legends. Berbeda seperti di game sebelumnya, di mana Boots yang selalu mengacak-ngacak backline dari EVOS Legends.
Nah ini juga menjadi perhatian kan tadi ketika ada match dari Eko dan juga dari Todam.
Betul.
Momo berhasil mengacak-acak backline-nya Sanji pakai seorang Joy. Ini kasusnya sama. Tapi belum tentu bisa terjadi. Tapi potensialnya itu sudah terlihat.
Ada potensi hal tersebut terjadi karena memang untuk di game kita yang ketiga kali ini adalah sebuah pertandingan penentuan yang dimana kalau misalkan terjadinya comeback pun akan berada anginnya ini di kubu EVOS Legends seharusnya. Apalagi dengan mood yang dibawakan oleh Dlar dan kali ini dengan Frederick juga sebagai pick yang begitu powerful. Tapi ini ada tapinya nih Ranger Mas.
Apa tuh?
Kaja yang diamankan oleh Keyboy. Seperti yang kita tahu, power dari Keyboy dengan pick off-nya membukakan skenario permainan assassin juga untuk Kairi.
That's why kenapa aku bilang Kaja. Tadi aku concernnya adalah kalau kiri itu akan first pick-nya apa, kanan itu akan ngebuka Melissa terlebih dahulu. That's why aku tadi mention ke arah Kaja. Tapi ternyata karena mungkin problemnya adalah Kaja. Melissa yang gak di pick terlebih dahulu. Jadi sangat power banget di tangan dari pasukan ONIC.
Oke. Dan satu pilihan terakhir di fase pick yang pertama ternyata Beatrix. Gold laner untuk seorang Brands dari EVOS Legends. Tapi yang aku penasaran ya, Fredrin menjadi prioritas di fase pick yang pertama tadi.
Oke.
Sedangkan Kaja masih available untuk diambil juga sebagai satu counter.
Dan bahkan
dari
sekarang Franco aja masih ada.
Iya, Franco masih
untuk
available.
Dreams atau jangan-jangan kita nanti akan menyaksikan kembali satu buah digi karena untuk escape mechanism dari real world manipulation
ya
itu memerlukan sekali time journey.
Oke. Ini akan dijawab di fase ban yang kedua. Untuk kali ini EVOS Legends masih belum ada jungler dan juga sesosok XP laner di tangan ONIC.
Itu dia.
Iya.
Yang harus cukup
waspadai.
diperhatikan dan waspadai
Hayabusa
adalah
Hayabusa untuk Kairi sih kalau menurut aku. Masnya juga bakal ngerepotin.
Karena backline-nya ini loh, yang mungkin harus diperhatikan. Kalau misalnya Boots termakan dengan adanya Yuzong, ini mungkin bisa menjadi sebuah keuntungan dari para pasukan dari tim EVOS.
Aku malah mikir Yuzongnya bisa jadi amankan oleh Boots nantinya.
Ya mungkin jadi sebuah keuntungan menurut aku.
Iya, karena Joy-nya juga udah di-secure duluan di fase awal bagi teman-teman dari EVOS Legends. Dan Farsha kali ini di-ban, jadi Hijume benar-benar disisakan hero-hero yang sepertinya atau setidaknya akan memiliki efek seperti Faramis tadi. Hanya saja berbeda sekarang. Kita melihat Yves yang dimana ketika berhadapan dengan Faramis dia akan sangat diuntungkan sekali. Karena slow efeknya kan berkelanjutan. Damage per secondnya nggak bisa langsung tiba-tiba berhenti atau sudah hilang begitu saja.
Dan Yuzong ternyata.
Yuzong.
Banning terakhir dari EVOS Legends di fase ban yang kedua. Dan apakah ONIC masih akan mengantisipasi hero-hero yang punya burst damage besar? Mengingat sejauh ini Farsha yang dihilangkan itu bagus banget membuat Melisanya akan semakin bebas. Tapi ya satu ban terakhir menuju ke arah Atlas.
Itu pinter banget sih menurut aku.
Oke.
Notabene-nya, ini Purify akan di tangan dari Eve. Tapi kalau dua target utama mereka itu nggak punya Purify, jungler dan gold lane-nya, ini possibility sangat kuat loh Profesor KB untuk di comeback, apalagi dia punya burst power yang tinggi loh.
Oke, dan kali ini pick terhadap Valentina diamankan juga dari kubu teman-teman EVOS Legends agar nantinya bisa memberikan deliver damage yang lebih on point kepada Melissa. Tapi Arlot, ingat Arlotnya bisa saja ditaruh di arah XP lane atau bahkan sekalipun di arah roamer karena Kaja juga pernah dijadikan jungler untuk ONIC itu sendiri.
Iya, Kairi.
Kairi pernah memainkan metode tersebut dan efektif di MPL Indonesia.
Iya, dan somehow Arlot meskipun dari tadi kita belum lihat ya di fase banning ya, tapi masih belum dipakai, dikeluarkan sama baik itu ONIC ataupun EVOS Legends. Dan sekarang pertama kalinya di match kedua kita Arlot dipakai oleh teman-teman dari ONIC yang kita masih belum tahu juga posisi atau role seperti apa yang akan dipakai. Dan yes,
yang tadi aku mention, Bane, Eve. Kita akan melihat bagaimana combo real world manipulation dan deadly catch. Apakah akan ada Digi sebagai salah satu penyelamatnya? Karena menurutku Bane dalam bentuk hybrid item build atau tank build itu powerful sekali
teman-teman. Kara tank sih sekarang power banget kalau Kara tank.
Iya, makin susah untuk take down.
Iya, sustainnya tuh banget
dan
loh.
Itu War X nyebelin.
Karena Ale-nya selalu bisa regen HP yang cukup banyak gitu ketika dia ke
dan jangan lupa, sekarang pasifnya jadi persenan full HP lawan.
Iya.
Wah, itu yang paling nyebelin.
Nggak tergantung begitu besar dari physical damage yang dimiliki juga kan?
Iya.
Ini bener-bener ikan sapu-sapu, ikan hiu. I miss you. Tapi di Dirty Sketch, fun fact juga di mana Bane 80% win rate untuk penggunaannya. Jadi apakah masih akan dengan win rate yang sebesar itu? Tapi
pick bagus.
Jawaban terakhir di mana ini menjadi pick yang bagus juga untuk menghancurkan setup yang dimiliki sama ONIC yaitu Minotaur.
Deny
pick.
Dia bukan deny pick. Ini bisa dibilang deny team fight Profesor KB.
Deny team fight karena balik lagi ketika nanti akan ada Divine Judgment, Minotaur dari Dreams bisa secepat mungkin untuk melakukan heal up dan juga Minon Fury. Itu adalah jawaban yang paling masuk akal sampai di draft pick kali ini. Dan dengan kekuatan draft pick 50-50 menurut aku, game ketiga akan menjadi game yang sangat menarik sekali. EVOS dengan satu nafas terakhir mereka. Jika mereka berhasil mengambil kesempatan di game yang ketiga kali ini, tentu tagline, jangan lupa nonton EVOS sampai habis. Ini seolah menjadi sebuah tren yang dibawa sampai MSC.
Alright. Match point akan kita lalui. EVOS Legends berada di ujung tanduk. Dan ONIC ID berada di atas angin. Tapi mampukah EVOS Legends membalikkan keadaan? Ataukah ONIC menutup hari ini dengan kepulangan EVOS Legends ke Indonesia? Kita langsung menuju ke arah game yang ketiga. Match point, it's real.
Ya, ini game yang menentukan juga siapa yang menjadi penguasa di daratan. Dari kedua hewan buas, landak, dan juga macan putih. Terlihat agresi dari ONIC diperlihatkan ke arah mid lane, ke arah teman-teman dari EVOS Legends. Mereka nguasain banget, mengingat dengan adanya Ring of Order yang selalu dikeluarkan oleh Keyboy. Ini memberikan backup untuk clearing minion dari seorang Satsia.
Dan kalau kita melihat bagaimana rotasi di early game dari TAS, dia sepertinya lebih mementingkan purple buff terlebih dahulu ketimbang Little Wanderer. Jadi nanti mungkin akan ada kontes cepat dari EVOS Legends ketika berada di menit yang kedua. Sebagai XP lane tentunya Boots di sini perlu mementingkan juga bagaimana rotasi dia untuk mendapatkan level 4 secepat mungkin sebelum Dlar yang akan melakukan zone out dengan menggunakan electrifying beats-nya nanti dan auto immune juga dengan menggunakan Rhythm of Joy.
Iya, menurut aku dari segi hero power ya, Joy diberikan dengan Arlot ya. Hero power dari Arlot itu lebih besar loh dibandingin sama Joy. Karena dia lebih sustain, dia bisa ngasih poking damage yang lebih banyak juga. Terutama ketika di area explain untuk 1v1 situation gitu ya. Tapi
untuk tim-fight besar ya.
Untuk tim-fight besar juga terutama meskipun kegunaannya berbeda. Tapi inisiasi sepertinya dimulai oleh Kairi yang coba memberikan backupan ke area gold lane. Branch-nya terus-menerus diberikan pressure dan bahkan lihat models yang connect membuat Branch nggak berani keluar dari area outer turret-nya.
Jadi kayak nggak nyaman ya farmingnya ya. Dan bahkan last hit-nya pun diamankan oleh cewek dengan menggunakan models yang begitu on point. Last hit yang tentunya dicari-cari dan turtle pertama sudah disiapkan juga, sudah set up. Ini dia rotasi cepat dari EVOS Legends di menit yang kedua.
Tapi lihat retribusi akan coba didapatkan oleh seorang Kairi dan bahkan Dlarnya harus mundur ke belakang. Para pasukan dari EVOS Legends, mereka lagi-lagi kehilangan dari objektifnya. Again and again, Kairi masih benar-benar memantapkan dirinya sebagai the king of retribution di Indonesia.
Ya,
Loh, ini kan pertarungan MPL di Indonesia dong.
Betul. Bener-bener manis banget ya lagi-lagi ya. Tapi dengan membawa band Deadly Cat sama Retribution itu emang bener-bener bisa mendapatkan kontes objektif lebih nyaman sih.
Ya, knockback evac-nya juga jangan lupakan bahwa di sini TAS menggunakan Fredrin. Hero yang benar-benar mengandalkan kakinya sendiri ya kan. Jadi kalau misalkan terkena efek stun, terkena efek knockback, dia sudah pasti akan terganggu sekali. Dan beda dengan Dreams yang dimana dia memiliki Minion Fury dan dia punya Immune Evac. Yang tentunya nanti akan membuat bagaimana durability daripada EVOS Legends ini sangat bergantung kepada favor roam item yang akan dimiliki oleh Dreams.
Iya, TAS akan berada di depan sana, mencoba untuk menangkap seorang Bus, akan terperangkap begitu saja. Tapi Bus di depan sana masih coba untuk bertahan, dan ternyata damage terlalu sakit, flicker bahkan harus digunakan. Tidak ada yang berani lebih masuk lagi, karena Press Ward pun nggak cukup tadi harusnya. Press Ward pun nggak cukup. Dreams, karena bottom lane, dia langsung mengamuk, ini dia. Sapi dari Boots. Sapi dari Dreams. Boots kan habis di atas ya.
Iya, habis digeng di atas.
Habis digeng ya. Tapi ya inisiasi yang tadi dilakukan oleh ONIC di menit yang ketiga itu berhasil digagalkan dengan adanya backupan yang manis dari Dreams. Minotaur, hero yang bisa melakukan counter setup yang manis yang membuat inisiasinya gagal dilakukan.
Di adjustment, it's a pick off kali ini. Hichumi berhasil mendapatkan 1 buah poin kill atas seorang Keyboy. Yang notabene-nya ini first blood yang sangat baik dari EVOS Legends. Tapi ingat, EVOS Legends harus lebih paham lagi. Kalau misalnya power dari ONIC ini bukan di early memang Profesor KB dan juga Radit. Power mereka di arah mid game Radit.
Ya, tapi masalahnya ini early game-nya EVOS belum terlalu maksimal. Karena sejauh ini aku lihat dari segi networknya masih diungguli oleh ONIC. Dan ada flicker Hijume untuk defensif, tapi Turtle yang kedua hadir di area bagian bawah.
Suns tidak ada satu body world manipulation. Dan bahkan lihat satu lawan satu di arah top lane membuka Dlar melakukan ult play. Tapi nampaknya kali ini TAS lebih melepaskan dan mengikhlaskan. Berbeda ketika dia menggunakan Martis nampaknya ya.
Iya.
Dia lebih diikhlaskan loh.
Oh, Retri?
Oh!
Kairi!
What? Kairi!
Dia menahan retribution-nya untuk Turtle dan lebih memilih untuk purple buff.
Dan ternyata untuk.
Ini jungler paling nggak sopan ini. Dia datang lewat doang retribution dan bahkan, oh my god, ini bukan hal yang sangat baik. Tapi lihat outplay kembali terjadi oleh Push di arah top lane. Akhirnya berhasil ditutup oleh kematian dari seorang Boots. Ini adalah hal yang sangat mahal.
Oh, di-cancel.
Diambil ke arah depan, di-cancel begitu saja. Nominon kali ini Fury nggak ada dan Dreams benar-benar berada di posisi yang tidak diunggulkan. Karena suppress Profesor, kembali lagi suppressnya.
Itu ngedeny semua skill effect dan Dreams tidak dikasih pulang. Lihat, bahkan reward manipulation dan flicker pun digunakan tapi Suns masih menutup hal tersebut. Point kill yang begitu mahal dan ini turret yang begitu mahal juga untuknya. Dari segi ONIC kali ini harus melakukan sedikit defense.
Tapi gue mau nanya sesuatu sih karena dijago Profesor KB. Apalagi Profesor KB lebih tepatnya. Suns ini memang lebih suka gitu ya, recall di saat lagi yang tegang-tegang dan juga bisa tumbang ya. Emang gitu ya, Be? Emang kesukaan dia di situ ya?
Sebenarnya dulu nggak kayak gitu.
Nah, tapi
Kayaknya
sekarang
ini-
tuh emang lebih suka dibunuh di saat recall ya.
Iya, benar-benar. Dan ini kayaknya masukan dari ONIC Adi juga ya.
Soalnya ini menurut aku
Meningkatkan adrenalin rush nggak sih?
meningkatkan adrenalin rush, tapi kalau misalnya kamu bermain nanti di arah semifinal atau grand final seperti ini berbahaya. Karena kan kita babak knockout.
Setuju.
Menurut aku itu mungkin bisa lebih diperhatikan ya. Iya nggak sih, Dit?
Iyalah, cuman ya sekali lagi mereka ada di posisi yang diuntungkan, jadi mau nggak mau mereka bisa ngakuin aja, tapi Minion Fury keluarkan dari Dreams, cuma dari Double Mission tapi Kairi berhasil di pick up, terjebak Dreams di Divine Jasper, menarik seorang Dreams ke arah kematian, tapi Dlar datang dari belakang, belum ada follow up damage yang cukup maksimal, masih bisa digocek gitu aja, di recall-recallin aja.
Itu dia yang gue tanya. Emang demen banget dia tuh berada di arah yang tidak aman gitu loh. Deg-degannya dapet tau gak, lebih suka. Kan orang emang kadang suka ada yang deg-degan, suka ada yang main santai. Ya kan, mainnya ada yang suka santai, ada yang suka deg-degan kan.
Ya tergantung situasi
Tergantung
soalnya. Karena
situasinya,
balik
suka
lagi tadi
seperti apa.
terlalu banyak source skill untuk Kairi gak sih? Terlalu all in. Makanya mungkin ketika Dlar join team fight, ya udah cuma satu ultimate. Jadi tidak begitu berpengaruh untuk Suns. Jadi dia ya udah nggak begitu takut juga, tidak mengeluarkan apapun untuk melakukan defense.
Oke, cewek tidak tersentuh sama sekali di sini posisinya dan farmingannya fully banget. Dia tidak bisa dihentikan kalau secara tidak langsung. Dan bahkan di sana all in terhadap seorang Keyboy. Nampaknya juga tidak berhasil. Keyboy masih selamat, Turtle didapatkan. Aku nggak tahu gimana cara ngitung keuntungan ONIC atas satu move yang diberikan oleh
Oke,
EVOS.
kalau mau dihitung berarti lihat bagaimana cara melakukan push dari ONIC di mid lane. Bagaimana setupnya nanti yang tentunya dari Keyboy dia ready dengan Flicker dan juga Divine Judgment. Siapa target utamanya? Karena Dreams juga sudah tidak memiliki lagi tadi bagian dari all in-nya ke arah Keyboy. Dan tinggal kita lihat apakah Hijume akan mendapatkan ultimate yang bagus dari IMU. Karena semuanya ready nih di arah mid lane. Kalau dari kubu ONIC.
Oke, kubu ONIC ini fully sampai utility flickernya semua ready. Di sisi kanan ada Brans, ada Hijume yang masih belum siap. Tapi lihat, dari seorang Kairi dia nggak peduli, dia akan dengan sangat nge-spam ikan sapu-sapu yang dia miliki, deadly catch-nya. Dia nggak mau ditahan, karena ini pertama cooldown cepat, dia jarang team fight. Kedua, sekalipun dia team fight memang dari deadly catch-nya itu di arah crowd control, Profesor.
Dan lihat,
memang bukan
ini
damage ya.
Keyboy bener-bener ngejalanin macro play ketika ceweknya berada di lane tersebut. Dia dari tadi stay di atas dengan memberikan ancaman karena ada flicker dan juga Divine Judgment. Tapi di sisi lainnya ini ceweknya bakal free banget untuk melakukan farming di arah top lane juga.
Udah ada Daze kali ini terjadi dan bahkan Final Slam Dreams harus tumbang. Tas akan menjadi korban yang selanjutnya. Dapat Judgment di shot point. 2 poin kill kembali terjadi. Surprise attack Bapak Ibu. Membuat seorang Boots masih coba untuk menggawangi seorang Dlar agar tidak masuk ke lebih dalam lagi. Dan Pras dan juga Sans yang sebelumnya bertemu dan satu tim di Kamboja. Kali ini mereka harus bertatapan langsung. Rico, tas, Ribut koordinat kembali dikeluarkan oleh dua pemain dari ONIC. Sans featuring Keyboy.
Wow, beradu recall di sana meskipun kali ini Tas coba untuk di follow up Keyboy maju ke bagian depan, belum ada Divine Judgment, Dlar masuk dari area belakang, tapi Deadly Cats once again mengikis sedikit demi sedikit turret yang dibelikan sama EVOS Legends.
Di spam loh dari tadi.
Iya, dia pada Deadly Cats langsung ke turret.
Tower.
Pokoknya kalau ikannya udah netes tuh di kolam, dia lepasin. Gak akan dia tahan-tahan tuh ikan sapu-sapu. Kenapa aku bilang ikan sapu-sapu? Ikan sapu-sapu beradanya di mana? Di landasan kan?
Di landasan.
Nah, ikannya dia kan juga di...
Benar ya.
Benar-benar di landasan bawah ya.
Iya.
Dan ini dia keadaan ketika Lord sedang dikontes. Tas kali ini betul-betul harus try hard sekali untuk melakukan setup. Apalagi dengan kehadiran dari Dreams yang memiliki flicker. Minion Fury mungkin bisa menjadi jawaban karena tentunya akan mengganggu dengan efek dari knock up airborne.
Iya. Dreams punya flicker ya. Itu yang harus dipertimbangkan ya tidak. Tapi Divine Judgment kembali terjadi. All in terhadap seorang Keyboy. Maka coba didapatkan begitu saja. Fokus permainan dari para EVOS kali ini mereka mencoba untuk men-take over Lord. Karena tidak ada lagi Keyboy. Dan runner apathy from Brans. Dia taruh depan badan nama Sans. Mungkin apakah dia tahu ini adalah damage yang masih belum cukup ya. Tapi lihat Dlar akan menyelesaikan tugas dari seorang Brans. Masih ada runner apathy dan spray down from Nibiru. 1 point kill didapatkan. Dan bahkan itu dia Deadly Catch. Ikan sapu-sapu, ikan hiu, I love you. Berhasil membuat para pasukan dari EVOS kehilangan 2 playernya. Brans menjadi korban ketiga kah. Tapi Tas terlalu dalam. Tas gak bisa lagi dibendung.
Divine Judgment.
Membuat seorang Tas tenggelam di Laut Land of Dawn dan membuat Tas dihukum di depan para pasukan Sang Raja Langit.
Ya, terpanis dengan beberapa member yang tadi sudah hadir kembali di area Lord. yang pertama yang bahkan kali ini nggak akan ada lagi kontes dari EVOS Legends. Ini benar-benar keuntungan di mana tadi 3 player terpick off dari EVOS Legends secara bergantian, dimulai dari Hijum yang masuk ke dalam teritorial dari ONIC, di mana di sana udah ada cewek yang nggak kedeteksi sama sekali. Kita bisa lihat dari replaynya sesaat lagi.
Ya, kalau kita berbicara cewek sempat tertangkap sebenarnya di instant replay. Dan hal tersebut dikarenakan spray Dani, Virus Passion dan juga Minion Fury yang begitu on point. Brans pegang posisinya sebenarnya, tapi buying time yang dilakukan Kairi karena balik lagi dia memiliki deadly catch. Cooldown yang begitu cepat, pasif yang begitu mematikan. Apalagi nih pasifnya menuju target yang HP-nya, full HP-nya begitu tinggi. Fredrin yang sudah bisa dipastikan ini akan menimbulkan efek damage yang sangat amat luar biasa.
Ya, itu bakal damage yang masuk bakal luar biasa banget. Dan sekarang dengan Lord yang pertama ini chance yang besar untuk ONIC yang mereka bisa untuk maksimalin, mengingat dengan dia flicker dan juga defense engagement yang available dari Keyboy, siapapun bisa terkena pick off powernya.
Iya, dan kalau kita melihat bagaimana Keyboy dengan kehadirannya, ini benar-benar dari tadi ya, dia tuh jadi bait bisa, tapi jadi pedangnya ONIC juga bisa gitu loh.
Iya, so always ya, dia selalu buka badan di depan dan ya dia ready banget dengan adanya conceal, flicker, serta defense engagement. Jadi siapapun player yang kena itu bakal bisa langsung di pick off. Tapi lihat lagi-lagi deadly catch selalu digunakan berulang kali ke arah turret.
Spam terus, keluarin terus ikannya, nggak boleh sampai nih akuarium penuh. Gak ada urusan, tapi kali ini masih dengan super minion kah? Oh tidak, untungnya. Untungnya tidak dengan super minion. Tapi udah punya satu glowing one, ini berbahaya buat Tas itu sendiri.
Sebenarnya dengan slow effect yang berkelanjutan ya, tentu di sini Tas akan sangat-sangat dirugikan. Kecuali kalau Tas ini save dash-nya untuk escape. Kalau seandainya dia sedikit bermain ofensif aja, tentu udah pasti Suns bakal bisa dihajar.
Defense Judgment udah bisa standby loh. Ini jangan sampai berkelanjutan. Kenapa? Karena dari impact 1 point kill tadi itu bisa berkelanjutan dengan adanya 3 wave yang sedang terdorong. Dan itemnya silakan Radit.
Dan kalau kita, item ya, ini lagi dan lagi, ini mungkin cukup berbeda karena dia lebih memaksimalkan item-item level 2 nih. Item level 2, anti-Quiras baru jadi, tapi untuk Silent Robe-nya belum dijadikan ke arah 1 buah Athena Shield. Dan tidak ada item seperti War X sepertinya. Tidak ada item penunjang physical damage, full tank item.
Full tank item dari Kairi ya. Ya, yang kita lihat juga dia benar-benar sustain banget, baru 1 kali ter-pick off aja dan selalu deadly cuts-nya ini loh. Ini yang menjadi problem besar karena sedikit demi sedikit setiap ada wave minion di area turret. Dia langsung pergunain, dorong lagi. Lihat pokekan damage di area bottom lane yang udah tersisa sekitar 3/4 SP lagi dan itu akan dimaksimalkan pada saat Lord yang kedua di mana harusnya ini masih menjadi Lord milik ONIC sih.
Lane jauhnya di bawah, Lordnya di atas lagi dan lagi. Selalu aja Lordnya benar-benar berada dalam posisi yang sangat-sangat mengunggulkan winning team condition. Hanya saja berbicara sedikit soal tadi ya, item full tank dari Bane ini tujuannya jelas agar nantinya Brans build ke arah Demon Hunter Sword dan tidak memilih Wind of Nature di dalam komposisi itemnya. Iya, dia bakal kebingungan karena balik lagi cewek di sini bakal punya physical attack yang begitu powerful, semakin lama semakin dalam.
Semakin dalam tenggelam. Dan ini dia, makin lebih tenggelam lagi dengan gold difference yang 9.000 kita lihat. Ini jauh banget loh Radit.
Iya, jauh banget di menit yang ke-13, terutama dengan kondisi under dari EVOS Legends. Mereka dipaksa untuk main di dalam base-nya, dan bahkan dengan membawa satu hero high ground saja, yaitu Beatrix di sana untuk clearing minion nanti pada saat wave minion sudah mulai bergerak ke arah base dari EVOS. Apakah mereka mampu mempertahankan Lord yang sudah enhance kali ini. Dan meskipun nggak ada minion ternyata masih tetap di spam terus.
Iya, dibilangin akuariumnya nggak boleh penuh. Ini bakal didorong terus dan ketika Lord di arah bawah, ini secara tidak langsung. Tadi yang dilakukan Kairi adalah akan lebih cepat wave-nya. Apalagi kalau dibantu Butch, dia akan lebih cepat. Karena kalau Lordnya di top atau di bottom, itu harus lebih di-clear agar 3 wave secara bersamaan. Tapi kalau Lordnya di mid, kalau bisa tuh ditahan dulu, Bro.
Ditahan dulu, dan sekarang ini dia 3 lane push dari ONIC. Ketika kita berbicara soal Lord yang sudah hadir juga, Lord yang sudah enhance, conceal play pun dibuka. Apakah akan ada flicker divine judgment? Masih menunggu momentum juga.
Oke, tapi kita kali lihat di mana di arah bottom lane. Best turret dipecahkan bersama dengan best turret di arah mid yang berbahaya adalah Keyboy. Akankah membuat momen kali ini? Masih coba untuk bertahan, mencari di mana keberadaan dari seorang Brans. Brans sudah mulai terlihat, terdeteksi. Tas ini pun juga bisa di all in. Tapi Apres Sword tidak ada, dan bahkan defense judgment! Dibalikan kembali ke kanannya karena hidupnya flicker for nothing! Final Slash dikeluarkan. Menuju ke arah seorang Klar. One last hit. Masih ada Vengeance. Masih dapat bertahan. Clean Spirit didapatkan. Bahkan tak seorang diri tak peduli apapun yang terjadi di sana akan ditenggelamkan. What are you doing, Ijume? Dan ini penjara. ONIC Esports memwipe out EVOS Legends. Dan bahkan memulangkannya ke Indonesia. Oh my God.
Tim Indonesia pertama yang dipulangkan dari match kedua kita. EVOS Legends, perjuangan mereka harus berakhir di sini di match ketiga. Di mana kali ini clean sweep masih terlalu powerful. ONIC Indonesia atas EVOS Legends.
Bahkan belum mendapatkan kekalahan dari satu game pun semenjak babak grup stage kemarin. Babak grup yang begitu penting bagi ONIC. Sampai di knockout stage masih belum pecah telur dan kita menembus 2 juta view.
Langsung saja diredam kodenya Rule Sentinel. Oh my God, ini dia. Tidaknya Delar kembali bermain di kompetitif. Dan kita lihat Kairi ketemu Delar.
Oh, ini dia. Persahabatan di atas segalanya.
Yes.
Walaupun mereka berbeda tim sekarang, berbeda juga hasil dari kompetitif yang baru saja kita saksikan. Tapi ya, inilah dia. Persahabatan yang masih ada. Kita bakal interview juga sama ONIC di Kamboja. Kalau begitu, silahkan.
សម្រាប់ការឈ្នះនៅការប្រកួតមួយនេះផងដែរបាទសូមហៅឲ្យអូនិចមួយមកវ៉ាវពិតជាមិនខកបំណងមែនសម្រាប់អូនិចក្នុងការធ្វើឲ្យ fan ទាំងអស់គ្នាកំពុងតែរំជួលចិត្តហើយឥឡូវនេះអូនិចក៏បានបន្តទៅវគ្គ Grand Final នៅថ្ងៃខាងមុខទៀតផងដែរតោះអញ្ចឹងសូមម្ដងទៀតហៅឲ្យខ្លាំងៗឲ្យអូនិចទាំងអស់គ្នា បាទឥឡូវនេះការប្រកួតត្រូវបានបញ្ចប់ហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងចង់ដឹងថាតើចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍របស់អ្នកដែលកំពុងតែឈ្នះគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ប្រុសគ្រួប៉ុណ្ណាហើយរំភើបប៉ុណ្ណាតោះយើងជួបគាត់ទាំងអស់គ្នានៅលើ stage ជាមួយម៉ារ៉ា
Once again, let's give it up for ONIC. Great performance. That was a sweep. My goodness. You know what? What is it about you guys that makes you guys so strong? Because we know how well you did during the season 11 grand finals and you were able to repeat the sweep once again today.
We just try to train hard. We practice every day and we like to learn from our mistakes.
Train hard, practice every day and learn from their mistakes.
បាទអញ្ចឹងសារមួយនេះគឺល្អមែនទែនសម្រាប់អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នានៅក្នុងការធ្វើអីមួយក៏ដោយគឺត្រូវតែខិតខំឲ្យអស់ពីសមត្ថភាពហើយធ្វើការ practice រាល់ថ្ងៃក្នុងការទទួលបាននូវជ័យជំនះនៅក្នុងការប្រកួតក៏ដូចជាការធ្វើអ្វីមួយនៅក្នុងជីវិតផងដែរបាទ
Were you guys surprised when EVOS Legends brought in Delar all of a sudden? Because he hasn't played in a very long time, especially in the international stage. And I know that you guys were teammates back in the Philippines. So what did you also think about his performance and how happy are you that he got to step on the stage?
I think he did great. I think he had a great impact for the team.
He did great and he made a great impact.
Wow អញ្ចឹងគាត់និយាយថាការដែលគាត់បានចូលរួមប្រកួតនៅក្នុង MSC ក្នុងឆ្នាំ2023នេះគឺគាត់បានធ្វើឲ្យមានឥទ្ធិពលខ្លាំងមែនទែនក៏ដូចជាទទួលបាននូវជោគជ័យខ្លាំងមែនទែនចំពោះការប្រកួតមួយនេះផងដែរបាទ
I don't know if you noticed, but there was a battle earlier. They showed your picture and Delar's picture, and it says who's better looking. Let's settle that. Who do you think is better looking?
Delar.
Delar. He's a model. He's a model in Indonesia. Now I'm gonna ask, how about